school football on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Follow the 2019 Onalaska Hilltoppers all season long on CRSN.
First place MVC champion outright.
I'm just really proud of those kids. I mean, that's a 3-3 game at half, and they just battled. You know, we told them it was going to be a war, and it was. And hats off to Holman, because that team is a really physical and tough team.
Tonight, the 2-seed Onalaska Hilltoppers host the 7-seed Monroe Cheesemakers in the D3 Level 1 high school football playoffs on CRSN. Tonight's bonus playoff coverage is presented to you by Lindy's Subs and Salads, fast, free delivery in La Crosse and Onalaska. Walmart Onalaska, save money, live better, and download the app to try the free online pickup. River of Life Church, find out more at goriver.org. The Lubinsky family, go Onalaska Hilltoppers. And by King Street Kitchen, 141 South 7th Street in La Crosse. Playoff football on CRSN is also brought to you by Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance in Onalaska, there when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, discover the difference. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Also by Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. BA Burrito Company, delivered to your door with the Eat Street and DoorDash app. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Howie's, La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. The Crow, American Gastro Pub and Bourbon Bar, La Crosse. Big Al's Pizza, La Crosse's original. Also by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante, you're invited to taste the difference. Mario's Italian Beef and Hot Dogs, the real deal taste of Chicago. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL Hockey, the fastest game in town. Onalaska Parks and Recreation, cityofonalaska.com. Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club, become a member today at onaboosters.com. And by Radio 1 Music DJ Service, for your wedding or any party at radio1music.us. Now, here with the 2019 WIAA D3 Level 1 playoff football coverage from Onalaska High School, here's Rick Franke, Scotty Gran, and Lisa Kay on the sidelines. The CRSN Coulee Golf Bowl Pre-Game Show. Here's Rick, Scotty, and Lisa.
Good evening. It's high school football playoffs. D3 Level 1 here from Onalaska High School. Rik Franke, Scotty Grant up in the media box here. And Lisa Kay on the sidelines. We're getting a little bit of an earlier start than what we normally would, due to the fact that we've got at least 14-minute Pound the Rock segment.
How about that?
All the seniors pounding the rock last night. And so Lisa will have the interviews, and of course we'll have Coach Yash talk a little bit about the matchup here with the Monroe Cheesemakers. They had a little over 3-hour drive, I do believe. I asked one of the coaches how the ride-up was, and he said, it wasn't too bad once you get past Sauk Prairie. I don't know if Sauk Prairie is a stumbling block or not. I'm not sure. I don't think it was for him this season, was it? Look at the schedule. Did they stumble in Sauk Prairie?
If I remember correctly, I thought that was a victory for them this season.
That was a loss.
A loss, okay.
They did stumble in Sauk Prairie on week 1, 21-20. So I knew that. That's why I started with this story. But let's go down to the sidelines where Lisa Kay is before we get headed into the At the Rock segment. Lisa, it's cold tonight, but it's good playoff football weather. Tell us what you're seeing down there. Not a lot of fans in here yet.
No, but there are many blankets out on this side, so I suspect the Onalaska side will be full. It's actually a lot more pleasant than I anticipated, much warmer than last week. No precipitation, no wind. I'm actually sweating already, so hopefully it'll cool off.
Hey, there you go.
I got hand warmers. I got it all. Umbrellas, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just going to come prepared for everything, but it's an exciting night. Level 1, 0-0. Seeds don't matter. Monroe, they're 7, not 5. You'll hear my mistake, perhaps, but
it wasn't that bad.
Right now it's 0-0. Everyone's ranked the same, and every season is one win and one loss and somebody goes home.
Yeah, this Monroe team, and just because I said they stumbled in their first game against Sauk Prairie, this team has beaten some good football teams.
They're an enigma, that's for sure.
They beat Milton on the road.
Yeah, but how good's Milton?
I don't know. They're 8-1. They're 8-1, but yeah, how good are they?
Milton is a 3 seed.
I mean,
and they play Central tonight in Milton.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You look at the conference top to bottom, hard to say. Monroe, though, has put up some impressive offensive numbers on the ground this season, no question. 26 touchdowns rushing overall on the season, and Trevor Rodenbaugh with 1,170 yards was the top rusher in their conference. Also one of the better ones in the state of Wisconsin if you look at yards per carry. So, I mean, he's going to be one to stop. Obviously, Nick Bansley's going to be the other one to stop at 7-1 a clip. I mean, both of these guys rushed for almost 2,000 yards this year. So, I mean, that obviously is what Monroe wants to do. Late in the season, they had some really dominant offensive rushing performances against some teams that were considered the cream of the crop in this division, including Milton. However, Stoughton stopped them.
Tyler Matley's another guy that can maybe get the football from time to time.
He
so
can.
It's not just those two guys, but those are definitely the two weapons that they utilize throughout the season. And they got a big wide receiver, number 84, JT Seagraves, 6'6", 200. He's their go-to guy in the passing game. But let's face it, if it comes down to the passing game, that's not
what
they want to be.
I think it's pretty obvious looking at what we see from here and watching some things, scouting-wise. It's not really something they like to do. You can tell they're not comfortable doing it, throwing the football. So bread and butter is the ground game. But like you said, Rick, he's a big target. Not a red zone target, though. No touchdowns on the season. So, we'll have to see how they utilize him maybe tonight. But, however, Onalaska secondary, probably the best they've faced this season. So we'll have to see how they do that.
Best defense they've faced this season.
I agree with that 100%.
And I got to believe there's some relation. The head coach is Toby Golubiewski, and the quarterback's name is Max Golubiewski.
I saw Gollum on there. And then I had to
Gollum.
then I had to put the Baliuski after it, after I saw Gollum, because that's all I thought about.
Well, I just got hit by a ball thrown from Monroe, so I hope they're not trying to take me out early.
Scott wanted to whip his out, but I got mine out first.
Yeah,
all right,
good.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with the At the Rock segment. It's coming up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Hi, we're the Chios family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their number one priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every senior swinging. Don't let it be your last one. Center mass on that baby. Go now!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Kay with Coulee Region Sports Network here at the Rock at Onalaska High School right before the game tomorrow where Onalaska will host Monroe in a Level 1 Division III playoff for WIAA. I have two players to introduce you to. To my right, River Zumach. We'll get to Gino in just a minute. River, go ahead and introduce yourself, your grade, position, jersey number, so we can keep an eye out for you on the field.
I'm River, number 22. I'm a linebacker, and I'm a junior.
All right, so last 2 weeks, big conference wins. How does that prepare you mentally for playoffs here at home?
It's a much bigger deal, but we're still going to treat it like every other game. We're still going to practice 100%, and we're just going to do our best.
Do you think that there's a piece of advice that one of your senior teammates has given you that you'll carry throughout this season and into next season?
Just loving the game, always having fun, and yeah, just have a blast.
Is there a piece of advice perhaps that you've received, and we don't need to name names, that is ridiculous? Maybe the worst advice you've ever had.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. There's probably something, but I haven't got much.
So, good teammates, good role models. Is there anything you learned about yourself this season that you weren't expecting?
That I'm a lot more capable of what I expect, and that I'm going to get pushed to my limits, and it's okay.
So coming into this game, your team is seeded second, and Monroe is seeded fifth. You guys are a favorite. Generally, throughout the year, you guys play as an underdog. Do you prepare differently? Would you rather play as an underdog?
It doesn't really matter to us. It doesn't matter if we're under or the favorite. We're still going to do our best and practice at 100%.
All right, thank you, River. We'll see him on the field. And to my left, we have Gino Angelini. Gino, go ahead and introduce yourself, your grade, position, jersey number.
Hi, my name is Gino Angelini. I'm number 75. I'm defensive tackle, and I'm a junior.
So the team is heavily laden with seniors. We did the Pound the Rock, and it took a while because there were so many of them. What is it like to play with teammates like that for the last 3 years? What have you learned that you can carry into next season about being a leader on the team?
I mean, you just gotta get everyone motivated. You gotta make sure everyone's on top of their games. You gotta make sure they're gonna give 110% of what they're gonna be doing on the field, even off field. You gotta make sure they're doing their schoolwork, make sure they're doing good things all the time.
So it's not just about playing off the or on the field; it's how they're behaving and being a leader in the community as well.
Most certainly.
Is there a piece of advice that one of the seniors has given you that you can take with you?
I mean, kind of like what Weber said, you just gotta love the game. You gotta give all your heart to the game and always give 110%.
Any piece of advice you kind of shucked aside and said, nah, that's not good advice?
Not that I know of. Our guys are pretty good like that.
Is there a specific play or anything specific on the field that you like to do more than anything else?
I mean, I just like tackling. I just like tackling guys down.
Well, you're good at it.
Oh, thank you.
Any pregame superstitions, routines, anything like that that you do to prepare?
I do like self-meditation. I just kind of calm myself down, just kind of get in the zone, and also listen to music and kind of the usual stuff.
Coach, thanks for joining us here at the Rock for playoffs. You're still wearing the visor.
Yep.
Getting a little more chilly out. Any chance you'll put a hat on under the visor during the game tomorrow?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna ride it as far as we can go. I think I just got to toughen up this year, and it might get a little cold, but you know, talking about superstition with the other guys, and that's kind of become a superstition this year. Is I can't ditch the visor. So.
Well, it's boding well for you guys so far. Playing as a 2 seed. Last week you talked about 1 or 2 seeds, and you received that by that win. Hosting a game playoff-wise, whether level 1 or level 2, what does that mean to you personally to host?
You know, it's exciting that we get to play in front of our crowd and our parents that are here in the community. And obviously, the community comes out and supports when they don't have to travel. What's nice is that your kids can stay in their routine. You don't have to get on a bus and get out of school early, and it just doesn't throw off the whole routine. That anytime you travel somewhere, it's just you just never know. Kind of like you guys would set up. You just never know what you're going to get when you get there. And we know exactly how we need to set up our equipment here and our cameras, our replay, and all that. Just makes it a lot easier when you know exactly what to expect when you roll into the field, and your kids don't have to break routine at all.
So Monroe is a couple of hours from here, so they'll be traveling. Do you feel like their fans will travel well here, that they'll be able to also have a big influence and a big fan section to help them as well?
I think obviously parents will travel, but they're not going to get the community members that would show up for a home game, and that's anywhere, same with us. We won't have the same crowd we had last week. That was a pretty amazing crowd in terms of just a rivalry of two really good teams close by. So it'll be just kind of a normal game here in terms of crowd-wise that we've had all season long, I think.
Now, Monroe, even though they're a 5 seed and they don't have the same record, they come from a great conference. Badger South Conference has got a number of tough teams. Talk about the matchup between us and them and what you think the keys are for success tomorrow.
So they do come from a very tough conference. Badger South plays a lot of good football down there. They run an offense that we don't really see during the regular season. They run a wing tee. They have 2 running backs that are right around 1,000 yards. One's at 1,100, one's at 900. So it's an offense that it keeps you on your toes. I mean, you really have to read keys. Guys can't be chasing running backs. They can't be chasing the ball or where they think the ball is. They have to read their keys. So that's the biggest thing that we've coached all week is our defense is pretty good. But only if we read our keys and do what we've coached them to do. And offensively, they run a 4-3 defense, so it's something that we see at practice. Haven't seen a 4-3 much this year. We've seen a lot of odd fronts. So a 4-3 is something that while we run it, it's somewhat new to us in terms of scheming against. But we like what we have matchup-wise. We think our offense can put up some points, and then it's just on the defense to hopefully continue to play the same solid football that we've played the past 9 weeks.
So safe to say your goal is to try to shut those 2 running backs down and force Monroe to pass, which is not something, like you said, that they are regularly going to do. How do you plan to defend the pass then if they become one-dimensional?
Anytime a team is one-dimensional, I think it's easier to defend that aspect of it. If you allow them to get the running game going, that's when their passing game fits in nicely because they're going to run their buck sweep and their trap, and then they're going to run the waggle pass off of it and the boot pass and all that. But if they become predictable, then that allows us our corners to sit back a little bit more. It allows the safeties to not have to worry about the run as much. So the goal really is if you can stop them on first down, get them in the 2nd and 9 or even a loss, then the second down becomes more difficult because then it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. And those situations are spots where no team wants to be in, but especially a wing tee team that is so run heavy.
Our defense has been performing lights out really all season, and offense as well. It's a very complete team, but very heavy on the senior side. We got Gino and River, juniors, coming up who work hard and play hard. Tell me how important their role is as starters, even though they're juniors, how they add and contribute to your success.
Yeah, anytime that you're a good football team, you're going to be very senior heavy. That's just the nature of the game. That the teams that have the most seniors typically have good seasons. But it's always important to have those younger guys mix in. River and Gino on the defense. Michael Sabrin sees a lot of playing time when we play spread teams. Those guys learning from the seniors that are here now and being able to carry that over next year. The same thing, our offensive line, we got two juniors and 2 sophomores on it. So another group of guys that will be able to pass on a lot of that experience next year to those other guys that fill in for the seniors that do leave when the season's over.
So level 1 playoffs tomorrow here at Onalaska, where they're going to host Monroe, the Cheesemakers, probably the most aptly named team in the whole state of Wisconsin. Yeah. I don't know if you find a better team. It's going to be chilly. Dress accordingly. Your head might be a little cold. We are going to bypass our normal halftime interview, so you can continue to prepare for any additions or adjustments that you need to make and really focus on the win. And I hope that we can see you back here next Friday as well. So I really appreciate your time again, giving us your thoughts and breakdown. My name is Lisa Kay. I'm going to throw it back to Rik and Scotty for the call of the game, where Onalaska hosts Monroe in their Level 1 playoff for WIAA Division 3 tomorrow night.
All right, thank you very much, Lisa. It is pregame, the Coulee Golf Bowl pregame show from Onalaska High School. Rik and Scotty in the booth, Lisa on the sidelines. The band performing as we get set for the D3 Level 1 playoff football game. Onalaska Hilltoppers, the number 2 seed, hosting the number 7 seed Monroe Cheesemakers. And before we take another break and thank the great sponsors that have joined in and made this broadcast possible, and we'll be mentioning their names throughout the night. Scotty, let's just get your take on the matchup here first, and then we'll take a bit of a break here and thank those sponsors, and then come back, get you some starters.
I think the matchup's interesting because when you play out of conference and a team that can run the football in the playoffs, you need to be prepared. Obviously, playing Holman last week is a good barometer and a good, I guess you could say, fail-safe to get them ready to roll against a team like Monroe that likes to put it on the ground. So I do think Onalaska's defense can stop Monroe's running attack. However, they can't let Monroe get going. And they also can't turn over the ball because Monroe has 7 interceptions on the season as well.
Yeah,
so
they got some good guys in that secondary.
They do. And Nick Bansley, the senior, I believe he's 5'10", 170 pounds, has 4 of them. So you got to be careful when you're throwing the ball out that way. Also, Alex Witt, I believe he's a hybrid safety linebacker, has 113 tackles on the season. So, that's one of the best in the state. He's 21st in the state in tackles. So Monroe's got a lot of talent on both sides of the football, and I really feel like if they can get going, that's trouble for Onalaska. However, I do feel Onalaska's defense matches up well on the edges against Monroe.
That was a lot of tackles. You even sounded tired saying it.
I did.
Tyler Matley also, when you talk about guys that have interceptions.
It's been a long day, but we're going, Rik. We're rolling. It's playoffs.
Yeah, Matley with 3 picks, and then Preston Ambrose also in that secondary with 3 interceptions as well.
Yep.
Don't want to short them their turnovers. Lisa, let's ask you real quick. You got any predictions or things you think need to happen here for the Hilltoppers to walk away with a Level 1 victory?
I always think that Onalaska fares better when they don't get behind. If they don't lose momentum, they seem to just kind of roll over you like a steam train. Ball possession, not giving that ball up is really important. And staying in your assignments, as Coach talked about, this kind of an offense, it's not something that they've seen, and they really have to trust each other as a unit in order to make those tackles and not leave what you're supposed to do. So we'll see how the momentum of those last 2 weeks carries through. Don't overlook this team just because, they're a 7 seed. They're going to have to give it everything they've got to win. And I feel like they've got a good shot, especially if they can shut down the run.
Got about 4.5 minutes till we kick things off here. The D3 Level 1 football playoffs on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We'll take a break. Be back with more of your Coulee Golf Bowl pregame show.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
For many people, one of the largest assets they will have at retirement may be a work-related retirement account. Investment decisions you make throughout your working life could dramatically affect the value of your account when you decide to quit working. How do you decide your account allocations? How do you know when to make changes? Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth can help. For help in understanding your work-related retirement account, contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online online at CouleeGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Have you ever thought to yourself, it'd be nice to go to a church where I can just be me? At River of Life Church, you'll find people from every walk of life. Jesus said, "Come to me just like you are," and that is who you are. A community of believers that will accept you for you. River of Life Church, where everyone is welcome and you belong. Join us Sundays at 10 a.m. for fellowship and worship. River of Life Church.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com, 608-518-1720.
Lindy Subs and Salads has fast free delivery, and they've been serving the Onalaska La Crosse area for 34 years. Delicious, made-to-order subs on fresh baked bread, packed with the finest meats, cheeses, and freshest vegetables available. Lindy's also has spectacular soups and salads to choose from. For the quickest and most reliable delivery in town, go to lindysubsandsalads.com. Lindy's Subs and Salads for fast, free, delicious delivery.
Rik, Scotty, and Lisa back with you from Onalaska High School. We're getting ready for playoff football, and it's that playoff atmosphere. You hear the marching band in the background. Soon you'll hear the voice of one Goody as he announces the players. Fans getting to their feet right now.
Looky, it's the Onalaska football team.
It is indeed.
Yes.
Lisa has the best perspective of what the stands look like. How are they? Are things starting to fill in a little bit?
The stands are full, but this band is loud.
Yeah, they
The percussion, I'm just about deaf from it, and I have these headphones on. Holy smokes.
Yeah, you're right next to
Casual,
them. Right
it's business casual Friday for the band. I spoke with their director, and I asked why are they not wearing their wonderful new uniforms, and he says because they won't be performing their halftime show just due to scheduling issues with most of the band that couldn't be here. And I also did introduce myself to the officiating team from Viroqua.
Oh, there you go.
Honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Nice work by the band, as always, as we get closer to kickoff here in the D3 Level 1 football playoffs. Did you happen to catch who won the toss?
It was hard to kind of tell with everything that was going on down there. So we'll find out in a moment, Rick. But I tell you what, I mean, to kind of elaborate, we were talking about keys to the game. And one thing for Onalaska, I mean, even though the interception numbers are high for Monroe, I still think they can challenge them down the field. If you look at what they played this season overall, a lot of the teams in the Badger South really like to run the football, so I think those numbers are kind of skewed a little bit, and they're taking chances throwing the ball late in games when normally they wouldn't do so.
Just to give you a heads up, Onalaska won the toss and deferred, so they will kick off and receive in the second half.
See, good job. The sideline reporter picked up who it is that was going to
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. She's right there. All the action's right down there. It's great. I love it.
I thought that's what the color guy's job. He's supposed to watch the coin toss, and I'm doing all this other stuff up here. I know it probably sounds like I'm not doing anything, but I'm running all the controls and the buttons.
Did you get to say hi to David? Did you hear him?
I didn't. Oh, David Luck came over.
Gave me the high five.
I was too busy razzing Scotty about not picking up who was kicking off.
I'm bringing you the action from the sideline.
David Luck likes the camera a little bit, doesn't he?
He does.
He's got good hair.
He does. We discovered that he does have really good hair. All right, so it will be the Hilltoppers. They defer. They're going to kick off. They want to show that defense here early on. And obviously it's been great all season long. They'll go with the regular 4-3 defense with Jasper O'Donnell and Gino Angelini at defensive tackle. Connor Haggerty and Jacob Uterman will be the defensive ends. It'll be Nathan Levinsky and River Zumach with David Luck at linebacker, the strong safety Jacob Falk, the free safety Jess Ondell, in the corners Nick Pika and Hank Olson. That is your defensive crew. We'll talk more about their statistics throughout the night. But obviously right now what you need is a big kickoff and not a big return if you're a Hilltopper fan. And hello to you Hilltopper fans all across the country and the world that are tuning in here tonight. Short kick here by Onalaska, taken at the 29-yard line. Couple of cutbacks as it's taken here to the near sideline. And finally out of bounds for the Monroe Cheesemakers was Nick Bansley, and Bansley will be one of those names you hear out of the backfield.
Yeah, Bansley is what we talked about in the pregame, one of those secondary guys, kind of a ball hawk. They got a couple of them back there, Rick, and you alluded to it. You got two guys with 3 picks on the season, one Preston Ambrose. The other one is Tyler Matley, and also we talked about JT Seagraves. Well, he's got a pick and a pick return for a touchdown this season as well.
So here comes the Monroe offense. Quarterback Max Galambuski is under center, and again, a heavy running game. He'll throw when he has to. They don't want to have to throw the football too much here, I don't believe, tonight. First play, of course, is going to be a running play up the middle and a few yards on the carry. Trevor Rodabaugh is the ball carrier.
Trevor Rodabaugh.
170 yards coming in, 6.3 per carry, 12 touchdowns on the season, 6 catches out of the backfield, 55 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, kind of modified wing T offense they're running here, Rick. And like you said, the pop-up blocking attack and a nice little hole over here on the right-hand side on the trap for Rodabaugh.
Where's the tight end? Alex Witt. JT Seagraves, we talked about at wide receiver. Talk about the offensive line. I picked it up based on film. Little motion there. And we got a whistle here. Let's talk about that offensive line while they sort things out. Bodie Minder is one of the offensive linemen, 6', 240. Julian Gruber at 5'10", 203. Dion Hargrove at 5'8", 195. Dusty Guff at 6', 220. And Patrick Riley at 5'11", 183.
Yeah, size advantage definitely going to Onalaska on the front. However, athleticism makes up for it, and looks like they move pretty well up front from what I can see.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 9 here for the Cheesemakers. Misdirection. Galambuski throws, completes the pass, hit instantly as soon as it's grabbed
to Rodabaugh
by Rodabaugh.
Before he's tackled by number 40 of the Hilltoppers,
Jess Ondell with a stop and a slow to get up Cheesemaker here.
Yeah, Dusty Gogue. Looks like he's on the ground.
Yeah, I think that is. That's Julian Gruber. And Gruber is senior, one of the members of that offensive line we just discussed. And that is not the way you want to start out a playoff football game.
No.
Let's hope the best for him.
Yeah, that's a lower body injury, too, you can tell.
That is a tough one indeed. And they're bringing the trainers out to take a look here. Let's take a quick break here. We'll be back with more action. Just underway in the first quarter. We're scoreless here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Burrito artistry. 2 words you rarely see together. At BA Burrito Company, they're words to live by. Get your BA madly mixed flavors any way you like. Handcrafted burrito artistry at the Copeland store in La Crosse can be delivered right to your door through the Eat Street and DoorDash apps on your computer or smartphone. BA Burrito can also cater to any event and is the official Iceberg Fan Deck caterer of the Coulee Region Chill. BA Burrito Company. Check out the full menu, daily specials, and catering online at baburritoco.com.
After the injury, player getting back with a lot of help actually to the sidelines.
It wasn't putting any weight on that left leg whatsoever, so you hope for the best in that scenario, but I mean, for Mr. Gruber, who's had a good season at tackle, it's going to be a tough loss for the Cheesemakers.
So you're going to have a replacement on the line, the 3rd and 6, 10:42 and counting here, first quarter. There is no score. And a couple of bounces off a couple of hits, and it's going to be enough for a Cheesemaker first down. And you can see that Rudabaugh's got a good ability to bounce off the initial hit.
Yeah, some good deception there, too, as Golombuski was a pretty good play fake to the inside, and it kind of threw off the linebackers a little bit to help out a little bit. Rodabaugh reading that well and coming out for a first down.
So first down Monroe as they get back up to the football here, 10-16 and counting, first quarter. The first series of this football game offensively. Golombuski throws over the middle and almost intercepted David Luck.
Flag on the play, too. It might be a hold on Monroe.
Incomplete.
Ooh, in and out of the breadbasket there of David Luck.
And the indication is holding.
And that's going to go against the Cheesemakers, holding the call, as you heard Goody say, and that'll back him up.
Hey, the color guy caught it before Goody did. Anyways, getting back to the game.
Oh,
Right?
you're trying to make it good on all the other things? Okay, all right.
Yeah, all the other things, I know, I get it. Jasper O'Donnell was getting a big old hug down there, so I kind of thought that was going to be the play call. But to your point, good read by David Luck. I mean, when you're running this kind of formation, there's a lot of deception, and being able to read that pass play in the middle of the field was very impressive.
So 1st and 20 now. And a lot of change of positions here for the
a lot of motion.
Cheesemakers. Plenty of motion.
Trap. Yep, saw that.
And up the middle they go. Nice run. Gonna pick up about 9 yards.
Trevor Rodabaugh.
Rodabaugh again, the ball carrier.
Tackled by
I'm sure right
Hank
now
Olsen.
the coaching staff of Onalaska is going to be saying, watch where the football's going, because there's a lot of
making it
fakes and trickeration here with this offense so far.
26 carries was the most of any game this season for Rodabaugh. That was against Watertown. 203 yards against Monona Grove. But he will tote the rock quite a bit. Second down and a long 10 here now for the Cheesemakers. And the Hilltoppers snuff this one out and drive it back. There you go. 3 tacklers in. Jacob Valk read the play.
Rodabaugh, tackled by Luck.
David Luck in there. His jersey's all wrapped up underneath his pads. You see that?
Sure, is it pads or is it his hair?
I couldn't even tell if it was. I thought for a moment there that maybe Ben Tracy was playing. It looked like a 12.
Oh, there you go.
There it's pulled out.
Yeah, good read
He's
again.
got to show it.
Yeah, Onalaska's doing a good job on the edges so far reading these plays. It's inside. They got to watch some of the deception that Monroe's running.
3rd down and 10 now. 8:45 and counting. Monroe's had the football for a little while. Here's Golombuski. He's going to hit his receiver complete. And the favorite target, Seagraves, is down the left sideline. One man to beat. And into the end zone he goes.
Monroe.
Seagraves takes the ball 56 yards downfield after the throw from Max Golombuski, and it's a 6-0 football game here.
Yeah, timing. That time was very good. That time with Golombuski and Seagraves, who just a simple breakdown on that route and was one-on-one on the outside. Corner came late. Seagraves did the rest. Pretty good speed for a tall kid.
Well, he had no touchdowns coming into this game, and look what he does in the first game of the playoffs. And the extra point is up and good. Kicked through by Golombuski, and it is a 7-0 lead for the 7th seed Monroe Cheesemakers here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
A big target was found. Max Golubiewski found the big 6'6" receiver JT Seagraves. 56-yard touchdown, and the 7-seed Monroe Cheesemakers have a 7-0 lead, 8:29 to play here in the first quarter, and now it'll be the Hilltoppers' first time with the football. Rodabaugh set to kick. Line drive, squib kick, hops over a shoulder, picked up by Michael Savrin at the 19. Savrin cutting back. Now he'll get ahead. Ball came loose. Look out. Oh, would this be a horrible start for the Hilltoppers if they were to turn this football over. Guys got to get a grip here and start playing Hilltopper football. Looks like they're going to get that football back.
Yeah, they're lucky to get that football back.
21-yard line. You got to just get down when you have problems on the return.
Very inauspicious start here for the Hilltoppers. Can't take this Monroe team lightly. They have put up some good numbers offensively. Defense, they're opportunistic, so they got to be careful here.
Of course, Austin Larson under center. The backfield, of course, Nathan Lubinski, 1,245 yards and 9 touchdowns. He'll look to get a good start. David Luck, the H-back. And the first play is a pass. Larson will answer with a deep ball down the left field. There it is Landon Peterson, left side. Nobody's going to touch him. He's all alone. Nobody near him. Connor Allen stood and looked and saw Landon Peterson 10 yards separated from him. What a bomb.
That's
78 yards. You talk about answering. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is.
That's a big answer right there. That ball was a beautiful throw by Larson, and Peterson with that track star speed. We talk about it, and he was about 5 yards ahead of the defender that time and just took it to the house on that initial burst after the play. Man, Al Davis said it for a long time, and I didn't believe him until after he died. Speed kills, baby.
It does kill. 12 touchdowns now for Landon Peterson on the season. First of the playoffs, obviously. Hudson Weber, the long snapper. Ben Tracy, the holder. And I believe we got Pika going to be kicking the extra points here. No, it's Ben Fox. And
missed it.
My goodness.
And the extra point goes off the right upright. No good.
Upright, and we got a 7-6 football game. Little things like that can make a difference. 8:10 left in the first quarter here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Been missing that taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, Vienna beef, hot dogs, and other Chi-Town classics? Well, I'm here to tell you. Grab 2 or 3 of your friends and head to Mario's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in La Crosse. Just a short drive, and you, my friend, are enjoying a juicy Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich, Chicago dogs, depression dogs, fresh-cut fries, and more. Mario's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, 118 South 3rd Street, La Crosse. Stop in today or have it delivered with Bite Squad and Eat Street apps.
Well, one good bomb pass answers with another as Austin Larson goes deep to his favorite deep target, Landon Peterson. And unfortunately, the extra point missed. Ben Foss hits the right post, doesn't go the right way. And it's a 7-6 football game with 8:10 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, not many misses on the extra point this year, Rick. Only 2, and those were blocked this season.
So right back to kicking the football off to the Cheesemakers. Passing here early on, both teams having success. Very first play for the Hilltoppers, and they throw a touchdown. And dragging across the 35-yard line was the Monroe Cheesemakers, where they'll start out 1st and 10.
Connor Allen,
who was burnt on that last play by Peterson, was the
River
returner.
Zumach.
Couple score updates, Rick. Watertown up 3-0
Ball's
on
on the
Holman right now.
36-yard line. First and
Mineral
10.
Point up 7-0 on Melrose Mindoro. That could be a rough game for the Mustangs, as Mineral Point is definitely for real.
Lisa Kay on the sidelines. We'll check with her momentarily. Again, a lot of shifts on offense here for this Cheesemaker team. To the outside, not a lot of room to run for Bansley, and he gets buried.
Nick Bansley.
Nathan Lubinsky in the area along with
Bansley
Jess Ondell.
A good play by Pika, too, to come up from his corner spot to turn that inside. That was a nice play by the corner.
So, Lisa, a lot of action there early on. What were you hearing from the sideline?
Just on that touchdown play, that was just a missed coverage by Nick Pika. He just wasn't paying attention, missed what he needed to do there, and he got away from him. That fumble, they weren't really happy with that. And really, those first 4 plays, we got 1 touchdown and 3 miscues. So we'll have to try to get that back together.
Here's a running play up the middle. A lot of misdirection here for the Cheesemakers, and the Hilltoppers have had a little trouble trying to pick up Rodabaugh on the running plays. And he's going to get a big chunk of yardage.
That's good counterplay right there, and the linebackers are reacting almost too quickly to some of these handoffs that are kind of deceptive. As I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with how Golumbewski's kind of hiding that football and moving it around a little bit. It's good coaching.
Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, when you watch film on this team, they work what they do well.
False start.
Except for a penalty going to happen there, and it's going to back them up on their 3rd down. At least it appears that way. No, let's see. It's going to say the Hilltoppers.
Yep, encroachment.
Encroachment on the Hilltoppers. So that'll be a 1st down here for the Monroe Cheesemakers. Of course, ran the football
on the Hilltoppers
on consecutive plays, had a couple
giving the Cheesemakers the first down, right on the
didn't get them what they
strike.
wanted, but then that bomb down the left sideline, you heard Lisa say, Nick Pika got caught
and you
there.
could see it. It was just way too much of a cushion right there. I haven't seen him give a cushion like that all season.
And holding on for a long time, finally getting the scamper for a
Pitch
first down.
To,
that was
Tyler
interesting.
Matley.
Matley, who I mentioned as being that 3rd option, was
and he goes out of bounds.
Runner on that particular situation. It was like he was waiting to throw the football, and then
making it a 2nd and 2.
It was almost like a toss, from the outside when Golumbewski saw he was in trouble. He just kind of pitched it to Matley, who had nobody around him.
Didn't quite pick it up. It'll be 2nd down and 2 after the Matley run. You're going to watch JT Seagraves all the way to the right side here now as the receiver. And another huge run. Boy, this running game is working. The Hilltoppers are not necessarily picking it up, and the blocking scheme is working.
I would say that Monroe's controlling the line of scrimmage right now. That's very apparent. They're pushing Onalaska back, who has the size advantage. So, I mean, it doesn't matter when you get lower than the opponent. And right now, Monroe is definitely having their will on the ground.
Yeah, Damian Tracy and Gino Angelini now in at defensive tackle. And you got David Luck and Connor Haggerty in on the ends. And there's going to be Rodabaugh. He'll get stacked up and driven back after a pickup of 2 on the play.
Great play by Lubinsky. That time he didn't overcommit, stayed at home, and just made the play.
Tackle
Read it very well.
Lubinsky will also credit Haggerty.
Holman's just scored. They're up 7-3 on Watertown.
Some of you may notice that my
gain of
voice
2.
is not quite to the normal level that it would be. Been battling
you
something
sounded
since
pretty good on that deep ball.
Last. I thought I might lose my voice altogether. But we're going to do our best here tonight. Certainly excited about this football game. There's been plenty of big plays here early on. 2nd down and 8. And this will be Matley to the left side, and he'll be stacked up after maybe 2 more yards.
Matley.
Yeah, nice play by Tracy that
Lubinsky.
time. I thought Tracy read that pretty well, too, to help Lubinsky out. That was a good job. And like you said, Rick, rotating more size in as right now the pushback is kind of getting pushed forward now, adding Tracy in there in the tackle.
What if I said I might agree with you on that one, and I think maybe Goody was a little off?
I appreciate that.
Love you, buddy.
I know, man.
3rd down and 7. fake to Matley. It'll be Rodabaugh, and he's going to be very close to picking up that first down. Hank Olson in on the stop.
Yeah, that trap was right off the bat. They've ran that play 3-4 times, and, man, Onalaska just can't right now shut it down. They've got to be able to see that.
And the official says yes.
First down. Rodabaugh picks up another one. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cheesemakers, 24-yard line of Onalaska.
So Bangor drew Webster in the first round, and Webster better go find Willis because I think it's going to be a long day for the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about that school. I just assumed it would be a blowout.
Yeah, they're already up 7-0, and the game just started. So
I'll start to pay attention to Bangor as you get a little bit later on in the playoffs. Timeout with 4:03 left. We'll do exactly the same. 7-6 Monroe leading and driving here against the Onalaska Hilltoppers on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
I'm a mother of a teenager, and when a child is learning how to drive, you want to turn it over to someone who's patient.
Enhanced Driving Institute teaches your child how to drive responsibly, not just pass a test.
He does a lot more than teaching to pass the test, but also teaching just conscious driving.
Class registration is open right now and filling fast.
I don't want my daughter to just pass her test. I want her to be a good driver for life.
EDI-WI.com. Enhanced Driving Institute.
Well, the Onalaska offense has only had the football for one play. They scored on it, a 76-yard touchdown pass, as Austin Larson laid it right down the left sideline into the hands of a wide-open Landon Peterson. But the Cheesemakers have been effective at running the football, and they scored on a big pass themselves, 56 yards. So they're on the move here. 1st and 10, Cheesemakers. And a run left side this time, stacked up at the 20. Going to be a pickup of 4.
Matley on the carry.
Yeah, good play again by Lubinsky.
He gains 3 yards to the 21.
The Cheesemakers are doing a good job, Rick, of sealing the inside. That time, Matley had a good run around the edge. And if Lubinsky doesn't make that tackle, that might be a touchdown.
Matley 404 yards on the season, 5.1 per carry, 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Out of the backfield catching the football, 6 receptions, 145 yards, 24.2 per, and 3 touchdowns. One of those guys they like to find out of the backfield to throw the football to.
Yep. Be careful for play action here.
2nd and 7, 3-yard pickup by Matley on the last play. And that's going to be Rodabaugh. And Rodabaugh pulls it up to about the 16-yard line.
Rodabaugh.
Yeah, anytime Rodabaugh's gotten the football, he's always moving forward, Rick. He's not going side to side. He's not going outside on a toss. It's inside. So if you see him take a step forward, you need to react to that.
Well, give credit to that offensive line.
They're doing a great job. I'm really impressed with what they're doing right now.
The Cheesemakers have done a fine job blocking for Rodabaugh. And you can see why his average per carry is so good against every team he's played this season.
Yes.
I think there was one that was just under 5 yards per carry. We're talking 9s, 8s, 7s per game. Here's the pitch outside. Opportunity for Bansley. He's going to get down to about the 6-yard line.
First down, Monroe. Flag has been thrown.
There is a flag.
Personal foul is on the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, right now Onalaska's gotta figure it out here. Right now they are not in sync.
They have got their hands full against the Monroe Cheesemakers. 7 seed versus a 2 seed.
And that's the thing, when you're playing a team out of conference, they had a good non-conference schedule, played against some pretty tough opponents.
And that should be half the distance
Monroe,
from the end of the run.
They have had a pretty good stretch of games here down the way that they have looked very good on the ground. And right now they're showing it against Onalaska.
Well, you kind of said that the division that they were in wasn't very good.
I didn't think so. I honestly didn't. It didn't look like to me that it was all that impressive. That's just
making it a 1st and goal for Monroe at, we'll call it the 3.
1st and goal from the 3-yard line. You tack on that personal foul after the first down that was already picked up by Bansley. Boy, they're in a great position right now, Monroe. All the way split to the right now is Ambrose.
Yep.
And that's going to be stacked up. Rodabaugh not going anywhere. This time the center was pushed backwards. Nice work, good penetration. River Zumach
Met almost immediately
Jacob Uderman helping to
number
push
38 of the
everything in.
Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Uderman did a good job
That's
reading that
Jacob
immediately
Uderman.
right off the bat.
And that's a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4.
I'd expect exactly the same thing. If you notice and you look at the numbers, Golumbewski does not run the football.
No, he does not.
He's the director.
He's the Trent Dilfer of the offense, is what you're saying.
He's directing.
Yes.
He is definitely doing that. Yep. And out to the outside this time is Matley. Matley is going to be dragged out from behind. A beautiful tackle by the Hilltoppers.
Matley tackled
That's
by
hustling
Luck.
by David Luck. Yep. Luck got him by the midsection and made sure he didn't let go.
That was great pursuit by Luck.
And
if Luck
that's a
doesn't
loss
get him,
of
that's a
2 more.
touchdown for Monroe because there was nobody
Ball's
in
now on
front
the 7-yard
to stop
line.
that play.
3rd and goal.
So a huge goal line stand here would be enormous for the Hilltoppers. The Cheesemakers have been moving the football on them pretty effectively here in both series. So if they can get a stand, 3rd and 6, we're creeping down the end of the first quarter. Monroe with that 7-6 lead. Golumbewski looking to the end zone. He's got protection, then Lipinski gets in his face, and it's incomplete at the back of the end zone. And getting up slowly is Nick
Pass falls
Bansley.
incomplete,
Yeah, Bansley was
intended
open
for
in the back of the end
Bansley.
zone that time.
Bansley is down on his back now. He got up slowly. It looked like a knee to me, but I'm not sure.
I think the wind got knocked out of him. He landed pretty hard. He tried to dive and catch that football in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he was touching the area of wind knocked out. I think you're right about that, Scotty.
Yeah. Ground's getting a little harder this time of year.
It is. It's, boy, I tell you.
Great effort
there
by
was
Bansley.
Frost on everything this morning when you looked outside.
Yeah, the silver bullet was all frosted when I drove away today. So
was it now?
That's a sign of fall right there.
All right.
Hey, Rick, Walmart Onalaska, located on 3107 Marketplace, has immediate openings for first, second, and third shift positions for full, part-time, and seasonal help. If you're looking for a new career adventure or just some extra cash for the holiday, please apply at walmart.com/careers or contact 608-781-8282. Ask for a member of management. We are all happy to help and looking forward to meeting you. Walmart, save money, live better. Also, download that app today and try the free online grocery. It's pretty awesome, Rick.
All right. Hey, it sounds good. I'd like to thank Walmart Onalaska. Save money, live better.
That's right. If you ask for a manager, ask for me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
People, people love Scotty over at Walmart.
Are going to
Well,
be
at least I
attempting a
think
field
so.
goal.
Some do.
And your coworkers always have good things to say.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. They're going to try a field goal here, 4th and 6. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Everything looks good. Kick is up and between the uprights and
the
good.
field goal is good by
The Cheesemakers.
Rodabaugh.
Rodabaugh hits it, and it's now a 10-6 lead for the Cheesemakers of Monroe. We're going to keep it right here. I wanted to thank some of our great sponsors.
Making
As I said, the
score,
playoffs are
Monroe
something
10,
that is
Onalaska
kind of
6
outside
with
of the regular
52
season
seconds
budget, and I'm
remaining
so glad that businesses have stepped
in the
up to
first
help
quarter.
us and families from Onalaska that wanted to make sure that the playoff games could get to all of you who can't be here. And our thanks to River of Life Church. You can find out more at goriver.org. Also, thanks to Lindy's Subs and Salads, fast, free delivery in La Crosse and in Onalaska. And special thanks to the Lubinsky family. They say, go Hilltoppers. And our thanks to King Street Kitchen. Best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers.
I will.
I'm serious.
I could tell by the look on your face.
Just ask them.
Yeah.
All right, so a kickoff here for the Monroe Cheesemakers. 51 seconds remain.
Was that our good friend Bob Schmidt doing the commercials for you,
Bob
Rick?
Schmidt, it was, yeah.
That was the mellowest I've ever heard Bob in all the years that I've worked.
Is a great guy.
He is.
Long
He's
time
phenomenal.
area broadcaster. Worked with them at Midwest Family when he was over there. And he eventually went over to La Crosse Radio Group after I left there years ago. But Bob has always been a good guy. Line drive, and that bounces past the 30, picked up at the 27 by the Hilltoppers, and Jess Ondell takes it across the 35 to the 37, and that's where the Hilltoppers will start on first down and 10.
Line.
That big series here for Onalaska, holding them to a field goal when they were knocking on the doorstep. You got to punch it in here. Obviously, if you get down there, do they go for two with the mixed extra point on the last possession? A lot of questions here, but you got to get down there first to answer them.
Yeah, they're going to say 38. Yeah, they had 48 up there for a second. Next stoppage, we'll check in with Lisa, hear what she's hearing down there on the sidelines. This will be the second offensive play of the game. Hilltoppers scored on the very first one last time. That's going to be Michael Savarin getting to the outside. Savarin had an ankle grab. Now he stumbles back to the inside. He'll be pushed from behind, held onto the football across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by Savarin. Good athletic
43.
run.
Savarin gains
Yeah, the outside
5
shut down
to the
on him,
43.
but he
Second
gets
down and
nearly
5.
6 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was a good jet sweep. Good play call that time. Good execution.
Second and 4, Larson throwing. Ooh, too much on that one. Goes too high for Hudson Weber at the 50.
Pass falls incomplete.
So it'll be third down.
Third down.
Looked like there was some miscommunication. Austin Larson kind of waving around a little bit.
Well, I mean, was he supposed to go farther to the sideline?
Maybe, yeah.
That could be. Hudson with 9 catches on the season, 173 yards, 19.2 per catch, and 2 touchdowns. Larson, good protection, and again it's over the intended receiver, Hank Olsen, and I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't like he had a huge pass rush in his face.
Yeah, I'm surprised, too, that they aren't giving Lubinsky the rock maybe a couple times, maybe on second down, as they had a really good initial first down play. A little surprised by that.
There was time. Logan Clark was the closest to Austin Larson, and I don't think that was the reason the ball was overthrown.
No.
Two routes that looked like they pulled up short from the sideline, according to the way Larson threw the football.
Yeah, I think the out route was overthrown. I think the one before, though, to Weber, that was supposed to be designed to go a little bit further.
Nick Pika set up for a Pika punt. 4th and 5 from the 43 for the Hilltoppers. And there's the boot. Oh, that might have gotten tipped.
Yeah, it did.
And it touches one of the Cheesemakers, picked up by the Hilltoppers. It's Hilltopper football.
It is.
Huge turnover by the Cheesemakers.
Yeah, that should be Onalaska ball.
The Onalaska Hilltoppers should have this football. And let's see. No, they haven't. Right now, they still have the defense out there.
Hilltopper football.
It should be Hilltoppers football.
Yes, it is.
All right, that ball was
football.
cut beyond the line of scrimmage by the receiving team and then recovered by
That's
Onalaska.
a big turnover for
I knew I was right.
So Onalaska gets the ball back and the
Lisa,
end
what are
of
you
the
hearing
first
down
period.
there?
Honestly, really, what I'm hearing is the Monroe student section. It feels like a cemetery over here. We have got a packed house, and I can't hardly hear them, and the sideline is quiet. I think everyone is a little befuddled, including us. Definitely not expecting that. I don't know why they're not running with Nate Lubinsky in those passes. As much as the defense has been on the field, I think they need to sit down a little bit and take some time to make some adjustment, watch some film. So they need some offense to be on the field for a while, get a first down, do some running, not those quick touchdowns.
Yeah, obviously they saw something in the film where they thought they could throw the football effectively against Monroe, or they wouldn't be coming out like that. And Onalaska does have a great passing game. We all know it. They're explosive. But at the same time, you need to balance that out a little bit. Let that defense get a break. I mean, they've been on the field for a very long time.
Yes, I 100% agree. And so hopefully this will lead to some points and maybe some things can turn around, but definitely silence over here. They're giving me the silent treatment.
Silent treatment. All right, well, the good news is it's Hilltopper football after that turnover on the punt, and it was a nice punt by Pika. It looked like they got a piece of it as it came just over the line, and then it was a Cheesemaker trying to get to the football. It touched it, and it went right past the hands, and the Hilltoppers able to pick it up. Now sitting pretty at the 24-yard line of Monroe. And this will be Lubinsky. He's darting to the outside. Cheesemakers stack him up.
Good tackle that time.
And that was a Gouda tackle.
Nathan Lubinsky.
Connor Allen helping him out as well. That was a very good play.
Nothing, Lisa, nothing.
Tackle at the 22-yard line.
She didn't say anything.
Of 1.
Maybe she didn't even hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it.
All right. 2-yard gain for Lubinsky on that last play. Larson rolling, looking downfield. Nice block. Throw into the corner, too far. Looking for Michael Saverin deep.
Larson's off a little bit on his throwing right now.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But we've seen this before where he goes on a little streak.
Third down.
Yash had something to say to him a little bit there on that one.
He's got to put a little bit more touch. I mean, it was such a nice touched pass on the first pass of the game. You know, that touchdown pass to Landon Peterson. But since then, a little hot.
Yeah, that was a well-designed corner route, too, and he had Saverin in the end zone that time. Would have been a touchdown.
11:47 left, first half. Cheesemakers up 10-6. Hilltoppers scored on their very first play. Here's Larson. And that's going to be complete.
That's
what a catch down low.
Catch.
Landon Peterson.
What
a grab.
First down.
That was a great catch.
Great coverage by Nick Bansley, the senior. But right there
Ball's on the 9-yard
from the
line.
ground,
First
it's
and
caught
goal,
by Landon
Hilltoppers.
Peterson.
Peterson slipped and fell, too, and had the wherewithal to get up and catch that ball. And again, Bansley, one of the better defensive backs that he's probably faced this season, was right on him, but a great play by Peterson.
It's interesting that Marty Peterson came up to say hi to us and said a little birdie told him about that first play, and it was a 76-yard touchdown. Lubinsky plunging forward. Haven't signaled yet. He's right to the goal line, and the officials haven't put their arms up. Nice run by Lubinsky.
Now they're going to say he's
Second
just
and
short.
Goal.
I was a little premature on that one.
You were a little premature, Scotty.
It looked good from here. It was a big hole.
He had it for a moment. You almost had your own goal touchdown call there. Larson, Lubinsky puts his head down. Boom. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. 1 yard touchdown run for Lubs.
Yeah, Lubinsky just going off tackle that time, puts his head down, and you're not going to stop Lubinsky when he puts down the steam engine and he gets in for a 1 yard touchdown.
Now let's see if they go for two here.
I think they will. Well, Foss is coming out.
Foss is out. And, you know, they're pretty comfortable with their kicking game, whether it's Pika or Foss. A rare miss without contact to the football for Foss on his last attempt. Foss is a kid who can kick a 50-yard field goal.
Yes, he is.
You got to get every piece of the mechanics to work.
High
Snap was a bit high. And, again, trouble. Blocked. Snap was too high.
And that extra point is blocked.
And it's a 12-10 football game, and trouble in special teams. Although the punt unit got the football back to get them the lead. 12-10,
Monroe
10:50 left, second quarter here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Choosing your investments can seem not only confusing, but downright impossible. With the abundance of information available, the average investor can easily achieve information overload. How do you know what to expect from your portfolio? Does your portfolio align with your risk appetite? Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth can help you answer these questions. For your complimentary portfolio analysis service, contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Rik Scotty and Lisa back with you from Onalaska High School. Hilltoppers take the lead on a 1 yard touchdown plunge by Nathan Lubinsky. They're up now by 2, 12-10, 10:50 left, first half.
Rick, at Big Al's this Monday Madness, buy one 8-inch pizza, get one free from 11 to 4. Dine in only at Big Al's, the La Crosse Original, downtown La Crosse.
All right, that sounds good. Great pizza over there at Big Al's, that's for certain.
Yeah, that one bike contest, man. They got to, was the Elite 8 and just missed it. No, Sweet 16, and they got ousted in the Sweet 16.
Elite 8. They were in the Elite 8, yeah.
That's impressive. That's really good.
So Hilltoppers now kicking off. Cheesemakers have done great work with the football when they've had it offensively. They did score a couple of times. They ended up with that field goal. Nowhere to go for Nick Bansley, and Bansley driven backwards. Great special teams work now for the Hilltoppers as
Nick Bansley.
You got Jeb Binniger there
like
in
Michael
pressure on the
Saverin got there
return.
first.
Saverin as well.
Yeah, the one thing Bansley did, though,
And the
very
ball is on the
wisely, was cover that ball up with
16
two hands when he knew that he was going to get
sorry,
gang tackled. That was pretty smart right there.
I don't know how I got 16 there, but it's
Special
19.
teams coach pretty happy.
19 of
Yeah, he should
Monroe.
be. Holman scores again, 14-3 over Watertown right now. Reedsburg up 7-0 on Sparta. Mineral Point 14-0 on Melman. And Webster's still looking for Willis. They're down 14-0.
Different strokes. First play on this series, Bansley to the outside. And he'll get 3 and forced out of bounds.
There's a flag on the play on that one, too.
That's Bansley with the carry.
Yep, face mask on Onalaska.
Face mask called on the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Onalaska just really struggling with the penalties tonight, and they have somewhat this season. The defense right now is not what we've seen
penalty,
this year as far as their awareness and
the Cheesemakers a first
ability
down,
to make some big
38-yard
plays.
line.
Monroe has done a good job on the ground.
Hilltoppers with a 76-yard touchdown pass to Landon Peterson. And a 1-yard touchdown plunge, Nathan Lubinski. Those are the 2 touchdowns. Missed both extra points. Three-yard pickup is Rodabaugh.
And again,
up the middle.
Rodabaugh going forward. You have a back going behind. Usually Rodabaugh is going to get that
Rodabaugh
ball on the trap on the
for
inside.
3,
The only time they're pitching it
41-yard
out
line,
to the
2nd and
outside
7.
to Matley is when Golombowski is rolling out to that side of the field. That's what I'm seeing so far.
I personally would say watch out for Rodabaugh more than anything else and get
Oh,
that covered more
absolutely.
than the outside because we got speed to get to the outside to get to Bansley or Matley. Quick throw to the outside. Bansley. And there's Pika, shoves him out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
That's a pretty good mark. they're giving him
Bansley
right
pushed
there.
out of bounds.
I thought he was out before that mark, but
yeah,
it's
you're
going to be
At the 47.
About a yard short.
About a yard to go yet for a first down.
So you got a 3rd and 1 here for the Cheesemakers.
Need Big Jasper to get in there and cause some havoc here.
Gino and Jasper in the middle right now. Haggerty, Luck on the ends.
Yep,
and
inside.
It'll be Rodabaugh. And I think he might have been stopped. There, it's going to be
Rodabaugh.
close to, depends on what they give him for the measurement, but it's going to be I think it's going to be a 4th and inches.
Yeah.
Met by the whole defensive line, including Zumach and
Zumach and Angelini were in there.
They're going to have to measure this.
Yeah, they
And
can't
we
call
have a
that
stoppage
off
of the
of
clock.
a visual perspective.
Measurement.
Yep.
9:28 left here in
Nope,
the
never
first
mind.
half.
It's not a measurement. It's short of a first down. 4th down.
Yep. 4th down. All right, so they're going to say it's not even worth measuring. So you get about half a yard based on what I can see of the yard markers there across the way.
Yeah, they're going to add some personnel here, bigger bodies. Seagraves coming in.
Again, our thanks to Jeff Ross doing another fantastic job on camera. Here we go. This is be a huge stop for the Hilltoppers. They did hold the Cheesemakers to a field goal when they were in the red zone. Goal to go. Rodabaugh up the middle, first down and more. He's up inside Onalaska territory to the 45-yard
First
line.
down, Rodabaugh.
You got to think that that's where the ball's
to the
going in that
Onalaska
situation.
45.
Rodabaugh, very good short yardage back, the bigger body back, the tough one.
Coach Yashinsky can't be overly thrilled
No,
with
probably
how
not.
much was picked up on that, because it's coming.
Yep.
What else are they going to run there?
Penetration's got to be better up front.
First down here for Monroe. Bansley looking for a seam. Finds it. Look out. Then wrapped up and taken down by Hank Olson, thankfully, because
Nick
he's had
Bansley,
plenty of space to the
tackled by
outside.
his
Here
number
comes Damian
6,
Tracy
Olsen.
again. He's coming
Not
for
before
Angelini
Monroe
right here.
first down. This time they will get a
Cheesemakers
new
pick
set of
up
downs at
another
the
first
Onalaska
down,
32.
Yeah, Monroe is definitely having their way up front right now. Onalaska, right in the point of attack, is getting pushed back. That's all you can say.
Seem to be in a bit of a defensive quandary.
Yes.
Got to figure out the Rodabaugh sequence. But that was a nice play by Bansley, his best of the day.
Yes.
And here's Rodabaugh. Rodabaugh across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Matley.
Oh, it's Matley. Check that.
Tackled by Luck. 4 yards
Little
on the
smaller
play,
than
second down and 6.
Well, and again, everything Rodabaugh does is in between the tackles. Matley's your outside guy, and then you bring in Bansley for a deceptive speed trap. I mean, and Monroe is doing a great job. They're very well coached up front. I mean, they are opening some holes for these guys to make some plays.
5-yard pickup there by the Cheesemakers. It'll be second down and 5 to go. And another big hole, and that is Rodabaugh this time. And finally they stack them up, but it took a while. It'll be another first down here for Monroe.
Yeah, Vaught came in from the safety spot to make the play and had to have some help.
Gets another Cheesemaker first down.
Yeah, they got to be able to read that trap that's coming, and usually it's either a
Ball's now on the
quick
16.
handoff or a late, I guess
10.
you could say, go behind by Golubuski from this perspective.
Rodabaugh's top game in terms of yardage, 203 yards against Monona Grove. That was a game where he had 2 touchdowns. They lost that game, 39-29. First and 10, Cheesemakers. That's Bansley.
Yeah, just the pursuit along the line of scrimmage for Onalaska is not what it's been this season. They're just a tick slow to the football tonight.
To the 10-yard line.
I just don't see that first step explosiveness
Second down
from the
and 3.
linebackers that we've seen this season.
6-yard pickup for Bansley on the last play. And right now, Cheesemaker team running the football better than their arch rival Holman Vikings did against them. That's for certain.
That's something to be said. Inside.
Golubuski stumbled on the
Rodabaugh.
handoff. Rodabaugh tackled by Uterman. Also met up front by Lubinski.
Haggerty on the tackle. Gain of, we'll say 1, 2, 2. All right, third down, 1 yard to go.
5:37. And counting down here in the first half. And the Cheesemakers are driving the football.
Reedsburg up on Sparta 10-7 in the second quarter.
Bansley, open hole to the end zone, touchdown, untouched. Just walked 9 yards out for the touchdown score with 5:16 left here in the first half.
Yeah, that was a huge hole right there, and Bansley could walk right in and probably bring a couple friends with him on that one.
16-12, Monroe with the lead, and let's see what they do with the extra point conversion. Trevor Rodabaugh has been handling the kicking duties. He's had success, a field goal and an extra point.
Yeah, nice Rodabaugh's extra
that's
point
between
is
the uprights
good.
and good. So Rodabaugh
making the score
makes
Monroe
it
17-12
17-12 in favor of the Monroe Cheesemakers. 5:16 left to play here in the first half at Onalaska High School on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
Rik Scotty and Lisa back with you from Onalaska High School. The Monroe Cheesemakers have had a great night of running the football against this Hilltopper defense. And they end up getting in with Bansley on the touchdown run, untouched this time.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line for Monroe has been lights out. I mean, if you want to talk players of the game, they would be the ones because, honestly, I didn't see this coming.
I didn't think they'd be able to run the football as effectively as they have.
No.
I mean, there's still another half to play, and maybe the Hilltoppers can figure it out. But right now, they don't seem to have a clue. And I'm just being honest, folks. You're watching it. You see the same thing. Picked up the 29, some trouble there. Just got to get down on it. Jess Ondell will
downs the ball, we'll call it.
get on top of that football.
First and 10 Hilltoppers.
One good thing, I mean, obviously it's frustrating when you can't stop an offense that's running the football down your throat, but you have an offense that can score. That's the saving grace, but you're going to have to figure out the defensive part.
The thing is, you can't count on the big plays all the time when the time is ticking away, and that's the thing that I think is running through the mind of Coach Yashinsky and the coaching staff of the Hilltoppers is how do we stop this running attack?
Without question. Here's the pitch. Larson to Lubinsky. Got a flag, so they're going to get called probably for a hold.
Man, just
tackle on the play to Clark, Logan Clark. Penalty flag.
Going against the Hilltoppers again.
And it's a hold on the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, not the first half. I think that the Hilltoppers envisioned going into this one.
Infraction.
I know they had a huge week against Holman last week and
10
played
yard
such a
penalty
good
from the
football
spot of the
game.
foul. And they will
the
repeat.
level of
First
urgency
down.
in this one is not the same.
So now it's first.
We'll thank Coulee Bank
on
with
the
confidence.
17-yard
Proud
line.
sponsor of
About 20
Onalaska
yards
Athletics.
to go.
Larson to throw. Down the right sideline, Hudson Weber, beautiful in his hands. Weber will sprint, stumbles for a moment, cuts back. Hudson Weber, one man to beat. Weber to the end zone. Touchdown Hilltoppers.
Double coverage, beautiful
Hudson
ball down
Weber.
the field, floating like a dove, falling in the hands, cradle like a baby, take it to the end zone. What a play by the Hilltopper offense.
83 yards for the touchdown. Weber, he put his hands out. Larson drops it in, and he makes a couple of moves to make the touchdown happen. What a way to answer.
And again, Hudson Weber, he can't lose.
Third touchdown for Hudson Weber, and the biggest one he's scored in his young football career.
That was a tremendous run after the catch by Hudson Weber.
10th catch of the season. Oh, and it's going to be a little pitch back. I think it was planned. Foss to throw. Oh, off the tip of the hands. And incomplete, looking for Uderman in the end zone. I think it was planned.
And
it was.
18-17 the score with 4:48
left
left here in the first half on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Back with more in a moment.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Choose Coulee Golf Bowl as a location for your next golf event or party. Whether you plan to hold a large corporate or charity event, just a group of 12 on a golf getaway, or even an afternoon of bowling, Coulee Golf Bowl is the complete destination. Take advantage of their birthday party specials, and if you're interested in league play, there are leagues always looking for individuals and teams to join the fun. Coulee Golf Bowl in Onalaska. It's time to get your planning underway. 608-781-1111 or CouleeGB.com.
Hilltoppers aren't taking little bites tonight. They're just taking big, giant, chomping bites. But can their defense find bite? That's the question.
That is the question. And, it's such a question that it's making me think about Burger Monday at Howie's. Rick, buy one, get one burger free.
Always
at
a big
Howie's. Man, I tell you what, it's the ultimate sports viewing venue downtown La Crosse. Dine-in only at Howie's.
That's right. It's you always take a big bite of Howie's.
That Triple H burger, you can't beat it.
All right, Hilltoppers to kick. And it's going to bounce at the 22. It was a touch.
Yeah,
no legal procedure. Went out of bounds.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
It was in the mind.
We'll see what Monroe wants to do with that penalty.
That's just what I saw.
His hands were down near it, but I don't think he touched it.
Well, Rick, there is an interesting matchup in Division 4. GET is the 1 seed. They actually have a battle going on with Marshall.
Really?
8-6.
And
that's a team that was 2-7.
Yeah, they get the ball
2-7.
2-2 in their conference, and that's how they made the playoffs. And GET's having a battle with them?
8-6 is the score right now.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
That's not going to make
like
Paul
Lisa
Anderson
said,
happy.
records don't matter when you get to the playoffs.
Lisa, you said that, didn't you?
I did say that. Everyone's a 0-0. There are no rankings.
You said that in the pregame, I do believe.
I did.
A wise person said it, and it was you.
It was me. I am wise. I'm cold, but wise.
Right.
Got the hand warmers going. I should have brought some toe warmers.
Big run on the first play of this series, and Rodabaugh just goes right up the middle. We're getting dominated in the middle.
By Levinsky.
Yeah, there's no other way to really phrase it other than that, Rick. I mean,
Jasper and Damian Tracy now that are in the middle.
Second down.
Gino Angelini getting a break, and I don't know what else they can try there.
I mean, they definitely have the size advantage.
More in the box, I guess. What else? But it's not happening. 4:10 and counting here, first half. Hilltoppers up 18-17. Got their hands full with the Cheesemakers. Bansley to the outside. He's got plenty of room. And he'll get touched by Jesson Dell after he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that time they
out of bounds
had pretty good
first down.
I guess you could say coverage on the edge of that play, but Luck overcommitted that time, and Bansley made a nice move to the outside
Ball
to make a miss.
49 of Monroe.
Monroe again continuing
New to the down.
just dominate on the ground.
Rodabaugh and Bansley, they've had lots of success. A little sprinkle here or there of Matley, but that's been a running game that the Hilltoppers have not been able to stop thus far. Wow. And again, he just explodes up the middle.
Rodabaugh.
I mean, some of these guys are untouched, just coming through until they get to that second level, and that's just a recipe for disaster.
TV's not turned on. Start looking at
it.
I think it might have got
9
damaged
yards,
in that initial
second down
kickoff.
and 1.
Did it?
When it fell down, because it fell down pretty hard.
Oh, man, if that's the case, that might have a lot to do with why we're not adjusting here. They got the pads down there? Gotta take a look. So far, they're not figuring it out. Here's another huge
Rodabaugh.
Rodabaugh just dominating the front line of our defense up to the 30-yard line.
First down, Cheesemakers.
Monroe's getting off the ball
31-yard line of
They're
Onalaska.
opening up these holes quicker, and just the execution right now is flawless.
I mean, there's got to be some frustration, Lisa. I don't know what you're hearing from the sidelines, but there has to be frustration going on.
Well, there's a lot of frustration, and what's happening, and the reason that Jasper O'Donnell isn't able to plug those right away is that the center is cutting so low down at his ankles and knees, and he just can't push him back. And so, unfortunately, it's just the way that they're setting their line, just getting lower, like you mentioned.
That was Damian Tracy on the stop. Bansley with the run the last time. The one way you avoid that is you let him in. You let him in and you go right over his back.
Second down and 7.
That's what I would do.
Well, the coaches aren't divulging much. I am trying to hear. They are watching iPads, even though the TV is not on. So they are gathering around that when they are looking, when they're off the field, which is like one play.
Let's hope we can figure it out here. Not a big gain that last time. 3-yard pickup for Bansley. That'll be Rodabaugh up the middle, and the Hilltoppers saw it this time. No hole at all.
Meets a roadblock.
There's Jasper O'Donnell. Got in that time.
Good job, Jasper.
Rodabaugh, the ball carrier.
And I think, Jasper is very critical to the success of them stopping this. To your point, Lisa, I mean, the center's getting lower. At the same time, he's got to be able to see that and adjust on his own.
Ball's on the 26.
So here we go with 3rd and 6. You haven't seen too many of those in a while, as it's just been first down after first down, or at least another first after a second. Here's Galambowski looking over the middle, tipped and caught. Oh, it was even tipped, but right into the hands
Pass is complete
of
for
the
a first
receiver,
down.
who is Alex Witt.
To Alex Witt.
Yeah, that
Witt, the tight end.
Tackled by
great play by Locke.
Olsen.
He's the one that got the hand on it. And Olsen behind his receiver that
This
time.
the ball
like
is on the
Witt,
15.
just waiting for it.
So Witt gets the tip ball, gets the reception, and the first down. 1st and 10, Cheesemakers at the 15. In the red zone again. 1:22 and counting here, first half. Flag thrown, and it should be going
Penalty
against
flag, illegal
the
procedure.
Cheesemakers. They'll back them up 5.
And that's very rare. I think that's only the second penalty on Monroe in
Five-yard
this first
penalty.
half. Who, they've been great.
It's the best offensive line I've seen against the Hilltoppers.
Quickest.
this
Definitely
season.
the quickest.
The best in terms of doing what they do, playing their style, and not getting flagged.
Yep.
That was the first, as
5
you
yard
said, in a
penalty
long
ball is
time.
now
Well
on
coached.
the
You can see it
21.
just in how they get off the
Second and
ball,
15. Oh,
how
sorry,
they
first and
seal the
15.
inside, get to the second level. These kids are very well coached up front.
Clock starts to roll again. 1:07. Tick, tick, tick. Golubuski under center. Bansley was the target with a handoff. Bansley to the outside. Gets past everyone and into the end zone.
Touchdown, Cheesemakers.
20-yard scamper down the right sideline.
Rik
Got around
Bansley.
everybody and made it look easy, untouched.
Great blocking again, and good seal on the outside that time. I want to say it was Seagraves out there playing tight end, sealing the inside linebacker. Luck had to come from a long, long distance to make
And
even
Monroe
an
calls
attempt
a
at that
timeout.
play.
Their first of the first half.
23-18. They're calling a timeout with 57 ticks left to decide probably whether to go 2 or just take 1. But we got a football game here. We'll take a quick break. Be back with more here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Taste the sensations of true Italian food. Smell the sweet smell of Italian stuffed pizza. Italian spaghetti sauce like Mom used to make. And the unforgettable aroma of fresh garlic bread permeating the dining room at Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. Dine in, carry out, or order online with the Bite Squad and Eat Street apps to have great Italian delivered. You're invited to taste the difference. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante, 1427 State Highway 35, Onalaska.
57 ticks left here in the first half, and Monroe into the end zone again. 20 yards out. Bansley with a scamper. Nobody touched him. 23-18.
I am super impressed with Monroe's execution and their running attack, and they're just keeping Onalaska on their heels with whatever they're going to do. And
So we
from
wait
up here,
for Monroe's
you and I can
conversion.
talk about it. We see some things from tip-off from plays, what they're going to do, but Onalaska hasn't been able to see it.
And Golubuski's under center here for the 2-point conversion try. Let's see what they decide to do with it. Fake to Rodabaugh. Outside to Bansley. Hit by Lubinsky. Does he get in? No, he does
And
not
the
get
try
in.
is no
Lubinsky with a
good.
great stop right there. 23-18, 57 seconds left.
That is a big stop, Rick. That's a big stop right there for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, and maybe some momentum for this defense that
Like
has
Damian
been
Tracy
honestly
thwarted
dominated
that.
in this first half.
2-point conversion.
It wasn't Damian Tracy, but Nathan Lubinsky. I mean, you see, as a great runner and also as a great linebacker, you see why he's going to University of South Dakota. I mean, that's the kind of play a team leader makes.
Absolutely. A couple score updates while we're
All
waiting
right,
for the
so
kickoff
with
here. Holman now up
57
21
seconds
to
remaining in the
10
first half.
on
It's
Watertown
23-18
Mineral Point,
in
31
favor
to
of
nothing
Monroe.
on Melrose Mindoro, Reedsburg and Sparta. Reedsburg up 10-7, GET 8-6 against Marshall. That's a shocker to me.
Yep.
And Bangor 26-0 over Webster.
All right, you're going to be joining John Papadopoulos on
I
the
will.
Pizza Oven show, right?
Yes,
Tonight,
the Pizza Oven
doing a
postgame
recap
show.
from
Yep.
tonight's game. That's a great way to find all about all the scores. He'll have some recaps from the games, talk to some of the broadcasters, coaches. John Papadopoulos does a great job with that show.
And
It's
he's
nice
gonna
to have
be
that
busy
on
tonight.
ESPN Radio 105.5 FM. You can tune it in on your way home. It's always a nice way to catch up things. You watch our game, and then afterwards you go. We have the post game for you. We get the interviews and all that, and then you jump over to John after we're done.
I know John's listening to us right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Well, he's probably checking into a lot of things,
Yep,
I'm guessing.
sure.
Right
He's
going to
be a busy man tonight, no question about that. A lot of area teams with a lot of playoff hopes.
So the Cheesemakers set to kick here. 57 seconds left in the first half. 23-18. High-scoring affair. And a bit of a surprise, I would imagine, for a lot of Onalaska fans. Oh, right through the legs. Peterson gets back to pick it up. Now he'll be facing a tough special team situation. He does
Landon
get dragged
Peterson.
down. He almost broke into the outside. He is taken down just shy of the 20.
Man, if
Takes
he would
the
have broke
return
that
out
tackle,
for
that
the-
probably would have been a very, very long
Looks
run
like
here.
it's the 20-yard line.
I don't know if you happen to notice, but Hudson Weber's
19-yard
not
line.
that much
First and 10, Hilltoppers.
slower than Landon Peterson.
Oh,
Hudson Weber can run like the wind. And on that big touchdown catch, he certainly did. He had slowed down for a moment. They had to make a move, but I mean, obviously Landon is world-class speed, fastest kid on the team, no doubt about it. But between Weber, Saverin, and Peterson, there's some wheels right there. Larson to throw over the middle. Hank Olson with a nice grab, and Hank gets across the 30 to the 31. Sure-handed receiver Hank
Hurry up
Olson.
offense going to come now.
Olson.
Clock stops with the first
Enough
down.
for a
They'll start it back
first
up, and the
down.
Hilltoppers pull up to the line of
And the
scrimmage.
ball is on the 31.
Again, to the passing game. Great blocking. Throw out to the left side, and I think that's Saverin.
Michael Saverin.
Saverin gets out of bounds
Runs out
quickly.
of bounds at the
And
45.
the Hilltoppers doing a great job
After
of
he
utilizing
accepts
the field the
reception.
way they need to not take too
Another
much time
first
off the clock.
down.
You set yourself up for that big play.
Yep, I'd say Austin Larson has settled down a little bit here.
He has indeed. Virtually no pressure on Austin Larson tonight. Finally, he gets forced out of the pocket. Throws to the sidelines. Complete to Michael Saverin. He had that ball before he went out of bounds.
And Preston Ambrose had a beat on that. That was a tick slower.
Just got it in, but
Ooh.
that's because he was throwing
Out
on
of
the run.
bounds.
That didn't have the
And
normal zip that Austin Larson.
Quick score update. Milton up
one.
20-14 on Central. Or I mean Central up 20-14 on Milton. Excuse me.
How about that?
That's
of course,
big. That's big.
Johnny Davis, Mr. Athletic. This time there's pressure. Nice dump off to Lipinski, and he gets tackled from behind the
Pass
helmet.
is complete
He got ripped down a
to
little awkwardly
Lipinski,
there.
Tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
It's a good timeout
And
here
a
by
timeout has been
Onalaska.
called by Onalaska.
Looked a little
Their second
questionable.
of the first
Dion
half.
Hargrove with the stop.
Third
but
down.
You know what I'm talking about. It seemed like the hands were a little bit into the back of the helmet.
Yeah, Johnny Davis has all 3 Central touchdowns. Shocker.
I think that's pretty expected. You're going to get Johnny Davis when you get Central. I think it is interesting that they are leading in that game, though. I mean, I knew it would be a fairly competitive game, but they have a lead at halftime.
Again, that's what, we're talking about this Badger South is really deceptive because a lot of people, including myself and you, think Stoughton's the best team in that conference.
I would think so, yes.
However, Milton wins the conference.
I watched a game on YouTube with Monroe and Milton, and I just didn't think Milton looked all that good. Not in that game, anyway.
No. And Monroe's definitely legit.
From the 46, third down and 1. 24 seconds left here for the Hilltoppers. Larson looks over the middle. Hank Olson with a catch.
Pass
And you got to
complete
take
to
that time out
Olson.
here. I don't think they're going to get up to the
First
line
and
of
10
scrimmage fast
Hilltoppers.
enough.
At the
We'll
29
slow it
of
down with
Monroe.
the
On a first down,
First
yep.
down, but still 19 seconds. Yeah, you just spiked that football.
That's going to be
They're going to say they weren't
start,
set.
really.
Yeah, they're going to say they weren't set when he snapped it.
And before they can get the next play, you have an illegal
I would have just
procedure
taken
on
the timeout, quite
Onalaska.
honestly. You have one left.
Five-yard penalty. First and 15.
So ball back to the 35-yard line. Clock starts to run. Larson looking to the right. Oh, almost intercepted. That one
Pass is
came up
incomplete.
short. And Bansley was in the area.
Knocked away by Bansley.
Peterson was the target.
Second
He
down.
says he got pushed on, I think.
Well, I think there was some miscommunication on the route because Larson threw that ball a little shorter than Peterson was kind of going.
13 ticks left here. Second at 15 after the incomplete pass. Hilltoppers with one timeout, trailing 23-18 here in the first half. They have their hands full with a cheese. Trouble, hit, Larson goes down. The sack is made.
Larson is taken down for a sack.
I think Seagraves was the one who got him. Seagraves grabbed him by the shoulder.
That was Caleb Bunker.
Yeah, Bunker was in there too as well.
I think that was Seagraves, though, that was the one who got him on the shoulder.
And Onalaska
Yeah,
calls
both
its
defensive
final
ends were in
timeout of the first
immediately on
half.
that play.
So you got 8 seconds left, third and 24. And all the way back to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, obviously you're going to probably take a shot here.
Well, yeah, you got to, right? I don't think it's going to be a running play with 8 seconds
Absolutely
left.
not.
Of course, during the regular season, we would get with Coach Yashinsky at halftime and the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. But give Lisa a break there. I don't know if Jenny Yashinsky is going to come in and join us or not at the half, but obviously Scotty will get you up to speed with scores. We'll see if Mike Rude has the numbers from the first half. I'm kind of interested to see what those numbers look like.
Especially on Monroe's side, running the football.
All right, 8 seconds left. Hilltoppers down 23-18. Could be the last play here of the first half. And Larson looking, sacked. He just got closed in on and buried.
And that sack will wrap up the first half.
The first half, Bodie Minder with a sack, and that's going to do it.
Bodie Minder.
For the first half of play, the Onalaska Hilltoppers have their hands full with the Cheesemakers of Monroe.
If I pronounce it Minder.
Your take on the half, Scotty?
Well, obviously, Monroe controlled time of possession, line of scrimmage, the
Monroe
ground game.
23,
Onalaska's coming
18.
back with big plays on the passing attack, and, that's the danger of it now, because now you have to make big plays, and Monroe's able to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback to end the half, and pretty strong pass rush to end it there, Rick, and we'll have to see how the defense of the Hilltoppers adjusts, if they can at all, to this Cheesemaker running attack, which is making them look like Swiss defensively right now.
23-18 as we end the first half of play. We'll be back with Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. That's coming up next here on CRSN.
Do you feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is? Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment,
I appreciate it.
It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes.
I know.
It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
I'm just running the video right now.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Hi, we're the Chios family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their #1 priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
It's the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Halftime Show on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Now, here with a brief recap of the first half and a look at local scores of other games under the lights, Rik Franke and Scotty Grand.
Wow. Fasten your seatbelts for a second half. That first half certainly has us throttled and a bit surprised, I will say that. Some electrifying big-time plays. Both teams had passing plays. Of course, the Hilltoppers had 2 huge bombs, but Cheesemakers, Golombuski, you don't think he's going to throw the football, and he goes downfield. Guy gets his first touchdown of the season, and JT Seagraves, that was that big touchdown pass. I don't think the Hilltoppers defense expected that in a million years.
The defensive backs were way out of position on that play, and that was just a gimme touchdown for the Cheesemakers right there. I mean, when you're giving a receiver a 10-yard cushion and the guy can run, forget about it. I mean, that was a 10-yard cushion, quick out and up, and he was gone. I mean, that's a 6'6" kid. You're not going to bring him down with one guy.
You're absolutely right. Again, Mr. Rude comes by. Mike Rude gives us the numbers. Why don't you roll through the stats from the first half?
Right.
There's plenty of them, so go ahead and fire away.
I'm going to go through Monroe's first, actually. Golombuski, 5 for 6, 84, and a touchdown right now. Rodabaugh, man, 17 carries, 101 yards, 5.9 a carry. Bansley, 11 for 76, 6.9, and 2 touchdowns for the Cheesemakers. Seagraves, 1 catch, 56 yards, a touchdown, and that's really the plays for Monroe, but they've all been very impressive, especially running the football. Onalaska, Larson, 8 for 12, 225 and 2 touchdowns, QBR of 279.17. I'd say he settled down a little bit.
Yep.
Levinsky, 3 carries for 12 yards right now and a touchdown.
When's the last time you could say Levinsky had 3 carries in a first half?
Crazy.
Other than the game he would be injured in.
And again, they're playing from behind on the ground. They got to throw the football. So Peterson, 2 catches, 90 yards and a touchdown. Hudson Weber, 1 catch, 83 yards, a touchdown. Hank Olson, 2 for 29. Sabrin, 2 for 23. So those are the statistics right now if you look at the offensive analytics.
Again, our thanks to Mike Rude for providing those numbers. I don't know if he's still outside. You might want to hand him his board back there so he can do that. Thanks a lot, Mike. You know, when you can't get the coach, you know what you do? You get to do the next best thing. Actually, an even better thing, you get his wife. Janet Yashinsky's with us in the box here. Janet, you able to hear us on that headset there?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, there. She's my soccer sidekick. Actually, she's the one who makes the whole thing go. Janet Yashinsky.
I just know a little bit more than Rik about soccer, but he could perform me any day in football.
Well, I don't know about that. Scotty's your football knowledgeable. I think I know stuff too, but nonetheless, I'm glad.
Maybe hockey.
Hockey. All right,
Yes.
I'll win hockey.
Yep. I just have goofy calls. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm just cheap entertainment, dude.
You're a good guy.
Yeah,
Plus, you keep the box warmer. It's a big guy thing. Let's talk a little bit about your take on the first half, because you came into the box and we both looked at each other, and apparently people could probably hear us because I didn't turn all our microphones down. That was operator error on my part. But we said, hey, what's going on?
I'm not sure we can stop that run game.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, Holman's a great running team, and we looked like we had a good game plan for them last week, and we come in this week, and we knew that Monroe was going to run the ball, but we haven't seen double tight all year, so I think that's kind of got us guessing.
What do you think that Yash is saying in the locker room right now? Obviously, he knows it didn't go the way we wanted defensively, but knowing him, how is he going to react to the boys in the locker room when he talks to them?
He's going to tell them to stay disciplined on defense, to keep their mark and stay home, do their homework, and don't sell out either when they do that end around, to sell it on the end around, or when they're coming up the middle, to make sure that you just have your guy, because they're really getting like 9 yards a carry when they're coming straight up the middle.
I know, and with you saying that, I completely agree, and I do expect that is the way he would approach it. But I guess my thought is Why not approach it like you do with a running quarterback like a Johnny Davis and just set a spy for the outside run, and the rest you focus on Rodabaugh, because that guy is dominating the middle.
Yeah, and I think our defensive line, you got Jasper O'Donnell and either Gino or Damian Tracy in the middle, and they're big guys, but they're getting straight past that first, like the nose tackle, and they're getting straight to our linebackers, which is 9 yards down the field.
Yeah, and Lisa said that they're taking the legs out underneath, and so you can't actually get to anybody.
Sure.
So then do you adjust and go 5-2-4 and put your bigger guys up front with maybe Haggerty? I just right now they're just, and I think everybody's seeing it at the point of attack. They're getting pushed back.
Do you move Haggerty inside? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe on pass rushing, that's for sure.
I mean, that was the strategy in one of the games where we had Haggerty move into the middle to be able to stop more of a concentrated run attack.
I know they're going to have adjustments at half. You don't get Onalaska will adjust at half for their defense.
I feel like,
they're not going to come out the same.
Secondary is a tick slow on these routes. I mean, they've played teams that are far superior route running, offensively throwing the football down the field, and it's almost like they're waiting for the ball to come to them instead of reacting to the ball. I think that'll be an adjustment. I think the secondary is going to play way better in the second half.
I almost feel like something's missing, though. Where no one's trying to steal a gem at halftime.
That's true. That's true. That is missing, Rick. That's a good point.
Yeah, we got to get that out here. We got to get that out here. That's been our good luck all season.
Yeah,
so where's the marching band?
Got to bring the marching band out. You know, I guess you change things up a little bit. Playoffs, it's not a bunch of pageantry. It's about the football game, and they don't do all the other stuff. I mean, we talked about what we know they need to do. Do they do it?
Yeah, I think they come out in the second half, and I think they stop them.
A lot of adjustments.
I think they stop them. We got a lot of seniors on this team that don't want this to be their last game.
You're right.
I also need to put a plug in. Guys are slipping down all over down here. I think we need some turf on this football field.
I think you're right, and I don't think he even put you to it. We all agree. That would be
guys
great.
are slipping all over here.
And you know another reason why you'd want that? Because then we'd have a box to call soccer games too.
That'd be really nice. That'd be really nice and warm to sit up here in that. But really, the guys are slipping all over down here. The center of the field looks just kind of beat up down there.
Yeah,
so
it is. Yep, it is. Well, it's this time of year. I mean, it's not fun to play on a football field like that right now.
Grass.
They should get a smoking helmet too.
That's a Bangor thing. You don't know about a
got a smoking helmet.
If you watch
Onalaska should have one.
If you watch Larson, right, but that last play of the game, he got back and he slipped and he couldn't recover from that. So
any other plugs you want to get out there before we have to take a commercial break?
No, I just think Rick, thanks for letting me come up here and do a halftime show, or a halftime interview.
It's nice to have you up here. Well, I mean, again, you live with the man. He pretty much gets up and he's eating, breathing, drinking football all day long. I mean, he's teaching, but he's still in his mind while he's teaching. He's still thinking about football.
Exactly. All right, thanks, Rick.
All right, thank you. Jenny Yashinsky, the wife of head coach Tom Yashinsky, joined us here at the half, the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. I want to take a quick break, and then, Scotty, maybe we roll through some scores again. We'll talk to Lisa. You don't have to leave yet. If you want to hang for a little bit, no reason to head back out there yet.
Stay warm, Lisa.
Yeah, stay warm.
Apparently I make the booth warmer, so stand right here.
He does. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more of the halftime show here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
All right.
Have you ever thought to yourself, it'd be nice to go to a church where I can just be me? At River of Life Church, you'll find people from every walk of life. Jesus said, "Come to me just like you are," and that is who you are. A community of believers that will accept you for you. River of Life Church, where everyone is welcome and you belong. Join us Sundays at 10 a.m. for fellowship and worship. River of Life Church.
Have you worked your entire life saving for retirement, watching your account go up and down because of market volatility? Stock market fluctuations can potentially have negative effects on your retirement income. If you are wondering if you can retire without depending on the stock market for your retirement income, give Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth a call. Contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Lindy Subs and Salads has fast free delivery, and they've been serving the Onalaska La Crosse area for 34 years. Delicious, made-to-order subs on fresh baked bread, packed with the finest meats, cheeses, and freshest vegetables available. Lindy's also has spectacular soups and salads to choose from. For the quickest and most reliable delivery in town, go to lindysubsandsalads.com. Lindy's Subs and Salads for fast, free, delicious delivery.
Rik, Scotty, and Lisa up in the booth as we get set for second half action. But before we do that, Scotty's got some scores for us.
Yeah, the ones that interest us the most. Reedsburg 17-7 at half over Sparta right now. It is Milton who just scored a touchdown, 21-20 at the half against Central. And let's see if I can pull up Holman. They were still winning 21-10 from what I can see right now. Other scores, GET and Marshall. GET now up 16-6 over Marshall. Mineral Point blowing out Melrose Mindoro. It's 45-0 at the half, and I saw that coming a mile away, Rick. Mineral Point is a good football team.
Oh, they're really good.
That is a tough draw for Melrose Mindoro.
And you said you had Reedsburg 24, Sparta 7, third quarter?
Nope, that probably just started. I had a 17-7 half score.
Reedsburg 24, Sparta 7, third quarter.
Aquinas over Platteville 14-7 right now. Bangor 33-0 over Webster. And let's see what else we got going on here. Blackhawk, they are dominating Cashton. That's a tough draw for Cashton. Blackhawk is the number 1 overall seed in Division 7, 34-8 at the half. No score from DeSoto and River Ridge right now. No score from Blair Taylor and Augusta. There's a lot of area teams playing tonight and hoping to advance to the second round.
That's the Scotty score machine. I could do that when my voice is all messed up.
Thanks for your help on the Sparta Reedsburg one, though. That did not come over anywhere.
There's a chain here. I can't text fast enough. They did an update on my phone, and my fingers just it's like a whole new phone. There's got to be a different setting.
You got to learn to
have
text.
Eric look at it.
There you go.
Because when I hit it, it gives me like this bubble screen. I don't want a bubble screen. I just want to send my message.
You just want a texty text, right?
Oh, it's just annoying. I know it sounds like an old guy. I know I could do talk to text. I could do that.
I love talk to text.
I could do that. Are you going to enjoy it up here? It's starting to whip up a little bit up there. I see Old Glory starting to
a little south wind.
Starting to move a little bit.
Yeah. How about you go down on the sidelines? I'll stay up here. No.
Nah, I'm going to pass on that offer.
You guys, I know you can't see that face, but it was a definite no.
That was a definite no.
I mean, what better inside information do you get than bringing in Jana Yashinsky? That's great.
I didn't mean to cut into your time.
Oh,
I just wanted to get Jana on.
Well, she's got far more inside information than I do.
She's a sweetheart. I absolutely love her. And I think last week my wife sat in the stands somewhere near there, and they were talking. I think it was I'm not sure if it was the last game or not, but nonetheless, she knows more about football than you think based on what she was saying at first.
I mean, that's an amazing. I'm a little jealous. I mean, I'd love to sit around and talk with Yash over coffee and pancakes maybe in the morning. Like, hey, let's talk about some football.
I'm thankful to have her on the soccer broadcast. Yeah. Her and Mark Thorne when Mark can make it as well.
Yeah, basketball's my sport. I love me some basketball.
Well, you guys will be covering basketball soon. Soon it'll be high school hockey as well. They're going to start practicing here coming up very, very soon. And if you want to check out our broadcast schedule, obviously it's subject to change, but you go to CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com and you look on the calendar there, and it'll just show you all the broadcasts we have scheduled for the year.
And did you know why they didn't have the stealing of the gem at halftime? I told you that, right?
Because the gem had to be returned to the store?
No. Well,
beyond the pawn shop.
Beyond Casual Friday, I talked
to the gem to Pawn America.
Chris Muner, and they were short-staffed. And they didn't have enough people to get everything out.
Oh.
And I said, well, why didn't you come out in the uniforms? Because they just look so amazing.
Right.
And he said, well, I just don't have enough people, and we're not doing the halftime show. And I said,
that's who was talking to you on the sidelines there?
I thought he was.
I didn't know who it was. I thought it was a guy like from a coffee shop that was trying to pick you up. I had no idea.
No, that's Chris Muner. Definitely
not
picking me up. Yeah, mocha. Definitely not picking me up.
All right. I
told him that we needed to get another song. Peaches has to retire.
Oh, man. When they do Take On Me, though, that's pretty good.
It is.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right. I got to send you back down there.
All right. Now that I'm thawed.
Get us good stuff.
I'll do my best.
All right. Lisa Kay heading back to the sidelines. We're ready for the second half. I should update our scoreboard here, Scotty, and maybe you can fill us in on what's happening at Walmart.
Oh, man, there's a lot going on at Walmart, but the main thing right now is we're looking for you to come join our team over at Walmart Onalaska, and the reason is we've got a lot of openings for first, second, and third shift positions, full, part-time, or seasonal. If you're looking for a new career adventure or just some holiday cash, just go ahead and apply online at walmart.com/careers. You can contact us at 608-781-8282. Ask for a member of management, and we are more than happy to assist you, and we are all happy to help and looking forward to meeting you. Walmart, save money, live better. Download the app today. Definitely wreck that free online grocery. I tried it 2 weeks ago. It is slick.
I'll try it out.
Steve and his crew over there. Steve is a great manager, and his crew does a great job over there.
I love those apps. Anything that makes my life a little bit simpler.
Yes, I know. And
except for texting, they just need to have some better way to text.
Remember you asked me about the delivery, Rick. It's coming.
It's coming. All right.
It's coming.
There you go. All right. The decision to defer and kick off
a good one
in the first
now,
half
for sure.
turns out to be a very good one for the Hilltoppers because they're going to receive the ball first here in the second half, and the Cheesemakers set to kick. Rodabaugh, who has been Mr. Everything here for the Cheesemakers with a line drive. Little mishandled. Hilltoppers have to get on top of it. Jesson Dell, did he hold on to it is the question as he got down.
The ball is on the field.
Having a little trouble picking that squib kick up off the ground, but we will have the football.
He talked about it, Rick. This grass field gets pretty slick in these conditions. It's not
So
easy
they will
to pick
open
up a
with their
football and
first
run with
possession
it when
the
it's
second
pretty,
half on the 28-yard
let's just
line.
say not dry.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Our thanks to Jeff Ross on camera again tonight, doing a super job. Jeff, as always, we really appreciate you coming out on Friday nights under the lights and handling the camera work for us. First play from scrimmage here in the second half. It's going to be a keeper here for Larson, and he's going to get ahead for a good chunk of yardage, give him 5 on the carry, and eventually stopped by that Cheesemaker defense.
Gained 6 yards on the play.
Hasn't been much in the running game. It's been
Very
a lot of passing in the first half.
Gives that tackle to Alex Witt.
Witt, the defensive tackle there for the Cheesemakers. Second play is Lubinsky. He's got some room to the outside. And the first down for the Hilltoppers, a 10-yard pickup as he gets towards the far sideline.
Yeah, great blocking on the outside. David Luck coming to help and sealing the inside there. I actually thought if Luck would have sprung that corner just a little bit more, Lubinsky probably could have took that one all the way.
Of course, Luck, the H-back, does a fine job blocking for Lubinsky when he gets to the outside. Let's see what we got here. Looks like Wittenberg in the backfield there, is it not? Motion for Lubinsky. Wittenberg, the ball carrier. And not a whole lot. Nice job by that Cheesemaker defense. And a tackle made by Caleb Bunker.
Yeah, Bunker has had a very good game tonight. Good penetration again right on that
gain
defensive
on the
end
play.
spot.
Second down and 10.
His dad's sitting right down here.
He is. He's watching intently. No gain after the tackle by Bunker, so it's 2nd and 10 here for the Hilltoppers. Larson hands off right side this time. Stiff arm, but again, it's going to be stacked up. First in on the stop there was Preston Ambrose.
Ambrose, decent numbers from that safety spot tackling this season. He also has 3 interceptions. So, again, the secondary for the Cheesemakers, very athletic, and they're not afraid to mix it up.
So the thought coming out in the second half, I think, for the Hilltoppers and Coach Yashinsky is try to slow it down with the running game, but they're not having success here in the first 2 plays. 3rd down and 8. There's a throw left, complete. Nice job, Hudson. Weber breaks the tackle, but he steps out of bounds.
Weber.
Yeah, good out route that time, good
down.
timing. Austin Larson throwing a dime that time, and a great reception by Weber.
Pushed out of bounds at the 43.
So Hudson Weber came in with 9 catches and rarely targeted, but today he has a huge touchdown reception. And there he's the recipient of another catch.
I think you can say as Monroe is well coached in the running game, Onalaska just as well coached in the passing game.
I would agree with you there, Scotty. And this is going to be Lubinsky. Wraps up the rock, makes somebody miss. Lubinsky to the 20 and taken out of bounds, but a big-time pickup. In pursuit was Tyler Matley.
Nathan Lubinsky.
Man, they needed that right there. Samuel Wallace with a great pole block on the inside.
Just met his dad just a moment ago.
Yeah, that was a great play right there, and that really helped that run develop.
Now, 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers at the 18.
Man, I'm going to be hearing Goody in my sleep tonight the way this is going with the sound system.
It's a little louder tonight than usual. He's like right in my head. Levinsky crossed the 15 to the 14-yard line.
And I think, this is a good way to start off the offensive series here in the second half. And, a lot of throwing, of course, when you want to counteract those big plays with big plays of your own. But now you got to slow it down. Let this defense think about what they're going to do to match up against Monroe.
14-yard line for the Hilltoppers. Second down, 6 yards to go. Larson to throw. Flag is thrown and to the end zone for Landon Peterson. Caught that one out of bounds.
Is caught, but out of bounds to Peterson.
They're going to say it's against Onalaska, illegal shift.
And there's a flag on the Hilltoppers for an illegal shift.
It's going to back the Toppers up here. Saw that flag right away. I kind of felt like it was going up against Onalaska.
I don't think Hank Olson was completely set when they snapped the football.
He's trying to explain to Austin that he thought he was, but apparently he wasn't, according to the officials.
Penalty. 5 yards. Replay the down.
Probably
second down and
good
11.
Choice to accept the penalty. I would if I was the Cheesemakers. 2nd and 11. Ball now at the 19-yard line. 9:09 left here, third quarter. Hilltoppers down 23-18. 7-seed Cheesemakers. Levinsky hit down low.
Levinsky tripped up after.
Nice job again by Bunker getting him down underneath, which is the way you have to tackle Levinsky because he can run you over.
On the play.
Bunker's quietly had a really good game here, and he's
third down.
Holcomb all he can handle. Holcomb's had a pretty good season over at left tackle, but Bunker has given him a little bit of a fight here.
You got a 3rd and 11 after the stop. And Larson shovels it off to Levinsky. He's got trouble. Nowhere to run.
Levinsky.
Tyler Matley saw him. Knew that play was coming, and Matley gets him.
Matley.
Great play by Matley. Read that immediately, and just kind of like a heat-seeking
missile
yard right
on
after
the play.
Levinsky.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Cheesemakers coming out here and trying to shut the door. Onalaska probably going to go for it here would be my guess.
Don't believe there's no wind right now, but I don't think they're going to try a field goal
the way
that's gone tonight.
Yeah, special teams has been kind of rough. I would agree.
I think Golson coming off. So let's see. We got a 4th and 11. Larson by himself in the backfield. Fake the jet sweep. Larson with good protection. Over the middle, hits his receiver, and it bounces, and then Luck dives to catch it.
Complete.
What a play by David Luck. Unbelievable.
By David Luck.
He catches it. It was hit out of his hands. He rolls to his back and catches it before it hits the ground.
Hit off the defender right off of his back, and Luck with the awareness to catch that football. That is a big play for Onalaska.
What a play.
Luck on that play. 1st and goal at the 2.
Now from the 2-yard line, David Luck found some luck, and here we go. To the end zone he goes. Nathan Levinsky in from 2 yards out, and the Hilltoppers get right back on the board.
Great drive by Onalaska. Maybe set the tone here in the third quarter. Defense has got to answer, though, and stop Monroe likewise. Man, Levinsky capping that off with a great play, and David Luck, man, he's got a clover somewhere in that jersey because that football looked like it was an incomplete pass, but he came up with a big play.
24-23, and now the Hilltoppers looking to go for 2, and that's what's set up right now. Levinsky in the backfield. Direct snap
to Levinsky,
and a flag thrown.
Wow, so many penalties tonight against the Hilltoppers.
Now that puts you back. Do you kick? Do you kick now or not? I mean,
5-yard penalty.
The snap hold kick is just not working.
Special teams in general tonight for the Hilltoppers. This is probably the roughest I've seen it probably since maybe the first week, Rick.
Yeah, it hasn't been spectacular. He'll try it again. Direct snap again to Levinsky, looking for a hole. Not going to get it. Not enough to get the 2-point conversion, so they'll be denied. 24-23, 7:19 left here in the third quarter on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
The Onalaska Hilltoppers get a little luck from David Luck and then a touchdown from Nathan Lubinski. Have trouble again on the conversion and unable to get to the end zone on a direct snap to Nathan Lubinski. And we sit 24-23, Onalaska with the lead, 7:19 left in the third.
I'm interested to see now the defensive adjustments that I hope Onalaska is going to make against this Cheesemaker running attack, which has been very, very exceptional here tonight. I mean, they have been outstanding.
Yes, they have. What is the game plan here in the second half for the Cheesemaker run game? What adjustments have been made? Here's Ben Foss with the kick. Bounces at the 25. Picked up by the Cheesemakers. Ahead with the ball is Connor Allen. Allen gets across the 30 to the 33.
Score update, Holman now up 27-10 over Watertown in the third quarter.
Ondell and Zumach on the tackle.
Scores again. Melrose Mindoro, their season is pretty much over, 52-0. Mineral Point. And at the half still 14-7 Aquinas over Platteville. No score update there, but man, how about that for Aquinas? If they can win in the playoffs after being out of it for so many years, that would be a huge lift for that program.
Big story, big local story. Good for the Aquinas Blue Golds. I mean, making the playoffs this year. I mean, it's just been, what a turnaround. First play is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere this time for Rodabaugh and the Hilltoppers. Get in there with David Luck and Nathan Lubinski.
Yeah, those two guys are the tone setters, that's for sure.
2, second down and 8.
I'd like to thank Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance of Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Also thanks to Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Discover the difference. .6:37 and counting here, third quarter. Cheesemakers, 2nd and 8. Pitch outside. Bansley, he's got a first down, spins off a tackle. Ball comes loose. Hilltoppers are on top of it, and I think they've recovered.
They have.
A huge turnover by Nick Bansley. He had the outside, and he lost control of the football, and the Hilltoppers get it back with 6:22 left here in the third.
I want to say Hank Olson was the one that got his hand in there and stripped it out. That was a great play right there. And, man, what a change of events here in this one so far.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, the spirit has changed on that sideline as well. Update on the Coulee Region Chill. They're leading 2-0 start of the third period.
All right.
That's where I am normally when there's not playoff football. Here's Lubinski. Look at him. Oh, a hammering run as he comes across midfield.
Now,
he delivers the hit.
Right off the back of Caleb Yang that time, and a great block to set the tone on that one.
Matley gets the tackle, but Lubinski delivered the hit.
4 yards to go on the Monroe 49.
I think the sense of urgency is picked up here, folks.
6 yards for Lubinski on the last carry. This will be Wittenberg. Bouncing off his blockers, got up near the first down marker. He ran right to the back of Sam Wallace.
For a Hilltopper first down.
Yeah, good run by Wittenberg. Keep them legs churning. First down for the Hilltoppers.
45 of Monroe.
I like the idea, Yash, putting Wittenberg in here for a little change of pace.
Yeah, that's exactly what Monroe's doing with their backs. Might not give it to them, from our point of view.
And it keeps Nathan a little fresher, too.
Also adds a more element to that passing attack, play action-wise.
Again on the ground, Wittenberg. Nice job by the defensive line. They absolutely broke through.
Man.
Aggressive play there by
Aiden
Bunker. Sweeney. And Bunker.
Yeah, Bunker and Sweeney that time were in there immediately on that play.
5 minutes left, third quarter. Loss of one in the last play there on the handoff to Wittenberg. Low snap. Larson, good protection. Throws down the right sideline. Nice defensive play.
Great coverage.
Picture-perfect coverage by Bansley.
Yep, Bansley, one of the better defensive backs in the Badgers South. 4 picks on the season, and he's really gotten only beat once by Peterson, but he's been with them step for step for the most part tonight.
Well, it was Connor Allen that got beat by Peterson on that touchdown pass.
That's true.
I think that whole plan changed from the Monroe sideline after they saw Landon Peterson's first touchdown.
Obviously,
catch.
I mean, why wouldn't it? I mean, Peterson's been doing it all year against some of the area's best.
3rd and 11 after the incomplete pass. Good coverage by Bansley. Hank Olson in motion to the left. Pump fake by Larson. Over the middle. No, I don't know where the confusion was. Haggerty was nowhere where that ball was thrown, and coverage was deep. They had everybody back.
Yeah, and that time they had that route too. I mean, that was a good play design by Onalaska. The seam was there, just the communication was off.
Quite honestly, it doesn't happen a lot for Austin Larson. So, and there's no way to know whether it was Larson or whether it was a receiver in the wrong place, but it definitely didn't look right. 4:44 left here, third quarter. 24-23 Hilltoppers. They're set up in a punt formation. Nick Pika handles the punting duties. He's done fantastic this year. Pika with a boot. It's a good one. That's going to take a nice, soft Hilltopper bounce. No, it came back Monroe way, and then it's going to be at the 13-yard line.
Is down by the Hilltoppers.
All right, Rick, at the Crow, you got those late-night drink specials
Oh,
Thursday through
17-yard
Saturday
line
starting at
Monroe,
9 o'clock.
first and 10.
$3 double rail mixers, $3 White Claws, $2 domestic silos, and $2 Dr. McGillicuddy shots over at the Crow, downtown La Crosse.
Crow, happening place, good place. No doubt about that. And I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people downtown tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all the traffic people we're talking about.
It was crazy.
Lisa, did you have traffic issues when you came in tonight? Oh, she can't hear us, I guess. She's grabbing her head.
No, I can hear you. I was also trying to listen to, there's some sort of an issue with gear for one of the players, and they were trying to resolve what was going on, and I was trying to catch who it was, and unfortunately I didn't. What I was trying to do when you were commenting on Aquinas, they've actually lost their starting quarterback and are winning. So I thought that was even more special from last year, that turnaround. I just couldn't comment that fast. Mostly because you had my microphone off. But
well, yeah,
it's all good.
Because if you're turned the other direction, it crackles. And then you
this way.
can't watch the game, though. That's why I just call your name when I go down to you. That makes it easier. So 3 yards on the last play. 2nd and 7. Cheesemakers with the football. 3:50 left, third quarter. They trail by just 1 point. And a nice run to the left side. That's going to be a first down and more. Down the sideline goes Matley till he's taken down by David Luck. I don't see any flags on the field.
Matley.
A huge run by Matley.
Yeah, great seal on the outside again as the Cheesemakers are
Tackled
doing a
by
really good
David
job.
Luck.
Just really keeping
the
Onalaska
Cheesemakers.
off their game, and Seagraves
Ball's
again
on the
doing a
31
good
of
job
Onalaska.
on this Onalaska linebacking core, man. Another big play for Monroe.
53 yards on that last scamper by Matley. Just trying to do the math there. Thank you for filling in the gap while I counted with my fingers.
That's what I'm here for, man.
I had to.
Sometimes I can call a play and get it right, but I appreciate it.
1st and 10 from the 26. Cheesemakers inside Onalaska territory. Bansley to the outside. Hilltoppers all over him. They're going to force him for a loss to the sideline.
Good job by Ondell, too, just to push him out. Don't have to go after him and get a 15-yard penalty for no reason. A smart play by Ondell.
Great work by Ondell. He saw the play.
Loss of a couple of yards on the play.
We've seen before where you end up getting a flag.
Yep.
Getting too
Just
aggressive
getting
to
too
the
excited,
sideline.
Yep. GET up now 24-12 on 2 and 7 Marshall.
Well, at least it's finally going the direction we thought it would. I'm sure there was some frustration in that game for a while for the
Coach
GET
Steffenhagen
coaching staff.
probably not happy.
Right.
Probably wishing he was in his deer stand right now.
There'll be a lot of people in their deer stand soon.
Yes.
And that was that a keeper up the middle?
Yeah, it was.
Golubiewski.
Rodabaugh.
And Golubiewski does a great job with that football, man. He just gets it right inside, lets his guys do the work. Like you said, Rick, it's like he's a conductor or a maestro of this offense. He just knows exactly the timing on just about everything.
That was Rodabaugh.
Yeah, he's quick getting that ball out. When Rodabaugh is getting that trap, that ball is instantly in his stomach.
3rd down and 8 for the Cheesemakers. Getting tougher and tougher to pick up the numbers. Golubiewski to throw. The lefty throws over the middle. Caught in the end zone. Second touchdown of the game
Monroe.
for JT Seagraves. 25-yard touchdown pass in a sea of defensive jerseys.
I don't know how that ball got to Seagraves.
How did it get there?
I mean, man, there was 3 guys around that football, and it looked like Vaught got his hands on it. Thought it was incomplete. Then it's in the end zone.
My goodness.
Another great play by Seagraves and this Monroe Cheesemaker team. Man, they are just answering everything Onalaska's doing right now.
29-24.
This is insane.
There were at least 3 Onalaska defenders right around the football.
And I actually thought the decision to throw that ball where it was not the best because Onalaska was playing a deep cover too. Man, that somehow Seagraves comes up with it.
And they're going to go for 2. Bansley. He's in.
And the
2-point conversion is
good. Nick Bansley.
31-24. Monroe Cheesemakers leading the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
31, Onalaska 24.
Here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
If you're planning a wedding, choose your music entertainment carefully. Radio 1 Music DJs have the hit music, the equipment, the lights, and most importantly, the experience for a perfect, fun, worry-free wedding dance. From rock to country, top 40 to oldies, we'll keep everyone on the dance floor and having a great time. Check out radio1music.us. That's radio, the number 1, music.us. Radio 1 Music DJs.
The Onalaska Hilltoppers, the 2 seed, have their hands full with the Cheesemakers of Monroe, the 7 seed. Second touchdown pass of the game for Max Golubiewski. Threw that one off the back foot. The lefty delivered it. I don't know how he got it in there, but he did. And JT Seagraves, no touchdowns on the regular season, 2 of them here in the playoffs.
Yeah, both of them big plays. I mean, Seagraves a big target, and I mean, obviously he's got the height advantage if you're throwing a jump pass, but that wasn't a lob at all. That was just kind of right in between 3 defenders and got in there.
The Hilltoppers allowed 1 passing touchdown all season.
Yeah.
2 passing touchdowns today.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's off back there.
And again, one of those low squibby kicks. Michael Saverin stacked up at the 25.
On the return.
Yeah, Rick, a little bit of an upset in the making for an area team right now. Arcadia is up 18-14 over Columbus.
1st and 10 Hilltoppers.
It's kind of a surprise, maybe.
I did pick Columbus, but I was kind of not sure. Was hoping Arcadia.
Interesting. Reedsburg now up 30-7 on Sparta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Reedsburg dominating Sparta.
Yeah,
huh?
they are. And Holman still up 27-10 over Watertown right now.
The Onalaska Hilltoppers set up 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. We got a nail biter here. Not much for Lubinsky. He'll get up to maybe the 28. Tackle was made by Bodie Minder.
And JT Seagraves on the tackle. Gain of 1.
Milton up 36-20 on Central now.
Larson throwing. He's got his receiver still on his feet. Look at that. Michael Skemp with a nice catch.
Michael Skemp.
First down, Skemp.
Telling you,
First
Skemp has got a
down,
lot of
Hilltoppers
talent. Only a
at the
sophomore.
42.
Seeing the
Some good
JV
feet.
games every week, and he catches touchdown pass after touchdown pass from the younger Larson, Aiden Larson. He will be an impact player next year.
I can see that. He's got a lot of raw skills.
1st and 10 for the 42-yard line. Hilltoppers now down 31-24. Austin Larson, kind of a wobbler. Oh, nice attempt there by Landon. Uh-oh, he is grabbing something.
His arm.
And when he went down, he put his arm down first, and I hope it's not going to be a wrist injury.
Timeout on the field.
That is not good news. Onalaska fans holding their collective breath right now.
Yeah, you hate to lose a guy that has had such a great year. Oh, is it a cramp maybe?
I'm hoping that it's just Landon didn't catch the ball. He had a shock of going down, and it's just.
Well, he went down hard, that's for sure.
It seemed like it was possible that he used his right hand when he was coming down to brace himself, and that's the fear that I have.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, looks like he's getting up here.
I think he's going to be okay.
That's good.
All right, that's good news.
I kind of thought that's what they were going to do because they had him and Skemp lined up wide right together. It was man coverage, but then Bansley backed off at the last minute, and there was safety help over the top.
So he went for that ball at the sideline. Not sure if he ever could have kept his feet in, but he made the attempt. He'll be off for a play, and I bet you'll see him back out there. $1:31 left, third quarter, 2nd and 10. Hilltoppers after the incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10.
And great coverage by Bansley on Peterson on that play.
Lubinsky trying to find room to the outside. He has a little bit, but he'll make a little extra as he came back inside and used a punishing shoulder up ahead for about 5.
Takes the ball to the 47 of Onalaska.
Connor Allen probably got a little bit of a shell shock right there because Lubinsky, when he puts that shoulder down, he does it with a lot of effort.
Again, our thanks to Lubinsky family, as they were sponsors of tonight's playoff broadcast. And they're hoping this isn't the last one. Larson on the run, throw, complete to Hank. Hank Olson has room on the sideline, kept his feet in, walks the tightrope into
Hank Olson.
Monroe territory. They'll say he went out at the 32.
From
good play
Austin
design
Larson.
Right there, roll out
And
route Olson. Again, we've said it. I think he's the best yak receiver
Monroe.
this season that I've seen in this area, and he proved why right there.
He's been outstanding all season long. The hands have been just I mean, I don't think he's dropped more than maybe 2 all season.
Yeah, he's definitely got an eye for the football.
27 catches coming in, 423 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Jeez.
Lubinsky punishing run as he pulls it inside the 30 down to the 27.
Yeah, Bunker brought him down that time.
Tackle to Bunker. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Wittenberg coming in now to give Nate a little bit of a break.
Give him a little bit of rest.
Peterson's back out on the field for Onalaska.
Clock ticking down the third quarter of play. Hilltoppers down 31-24, but on the move here. 2nd down and 5. Larson to Olson. Olson with a move. Got that extra yard to pick up the first down.
First down.
Another great
Hilltoppers.
job by Hank Olson to look that ball in, stop and assess the situation, and getting a couple extra yards.
Monroe.
He's so good at that. Just planting those feet and turning it upfield, even for a couple.
And the last play of the third quarter.
That is the last play of the third quarter.
With the
We'll take a
score,
quick break and be
Monroe
back with
31,
more from Onalaska High
24.
School here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Burrito artistry. 2 words you rarely see together. At BA Burrito Company, they're words to live by. Get your BA madly mixed flavors any way you like. Handcrafted burrito artistry at the Copeland store in La Crosse can be delivered right to your door through the Eat Street and DoorDash apps on your computer or smartphone. BA Burrito can also cater to any event and is the official Iceberg Fan Deck caterer of the Coulee Region Chill. BA Burrito Company. Check out the full menu, daily specials, and catering online at baburritoco.com.
Having grandkids can make you look that way.
Rik, Scotty, and Lisa back with you from Onalaska High School. Let's check in with Lisa real quick before play resumes. And I know that you've been listening intently to the sideline. This is a nail-biter, Lisa. How are they taking things down there?
Quiet. They're very hush-hush. Like, they're very concentrated. They don't want a small talk. Not a lot going on, really, that they're sharing with me. I'm just trying to hear what I can. Landon popped up, and he wanted to go right back in. They said you had to take a play off. Right. And then Dustin was just taking a look at Nathan Lubinski, so I don't know if he's got a cut or something on him, but they're definitely focused.
They're in a battle tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and I don't think they were as prepared mentally for this battle.
Larson throwing to the end zone. No, it's incomplete, and I don't know if that jammed a finger or what, but some trouble there on the reception and incomplete.
He just lost it that time.
For Peterson,
the ball
incomplete.
was there. Peterson
Second
just
down.
couldn't bring it in. It was a good throw by Larson.
Yeah, good throw by Larson. It was right in the general direction and the kind of ball that Landon would normally hang on to, but not in that particular case, and it'll be a second down after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, Reedsburg pulling away, Rick. It's 37-7 now over Sparta, so the Spartan season is probably most likely over at this point.
Looks that way. See what the Hilltoppers can do here. We're in the fourth quarter now, and they trail by 7. Throws it out right. There's Hank Olson, and he'll be tackled.
with the reception. Give that tackle to Preston Ambrose, and
Aiden Sweeney was in there as well. Sweeney has been in the area on quite a few.
Yeah, Ambrose has played very well. I mean, I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, this Monroe Cheesemaker team in general has really
Monroe
come to play tonight.
As we have a 3rd and 3 for the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Monroe taking a timeout. I'd like to thank some of our great sponsors. Thanks to Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also thanks to Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Thanks to Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Yeah, Howie's has got one heck of a deal going on Wednesdays, Rick. It's Wing Wednesday, $6 wings, $6 onion rings, and $3 White Claws all day. Wing Wednesday. Man, I still think they have that Bohemian bourbon that they were serving for Oktoberfest, and that sounds very good right now.
Oh, yeah. Warm you up. 11:33 remains here in the fourth quarter, and it is getting chillier. Lisa can attest to that. She's on the sidelines. Looks like she's chatting it up with some of the ladies down there. Is that what you're doing?
I'm just trying to get more inside scoop from the managers, if they could tell me what they talked about at halftime. And she said she wasn't there. She was making sure that the other team had water and that they were back on the field in time. So, and they're not cold.
We got a flag here on the
Illegal
Hilltoppers.
procedure on the Hilltoppers.
Illegal procedure. Just can't have that happen right now.
No.
Did want to thank Paul Hosh from BA Burrito Company.
I'm excited.
Off the, is it the cheeseburger burrito?
Yeah, the bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon
my
cheeseburger.
Favorite. I think he had a spicy beef he said he had in there too.
Oh,
if
nice.
I'm right.
I mentioned it to my wife, and she's like, that sounds good. The bacon cheeseburger burrito?
It is very good.
My favorite is the spicy cheesy pork.
Oh, okay. Did he put that in there?
I think it was spicy beef. We'll take a look.
Maybe if we have
That's my favorite.
another game, he'll do that. Larson throwing. He goes high with a tip ball. Oh, the tip drill. Luckily, nobody able
There's
to
a flag on the field.
get an interception off of
against
that.
Onalaska.
And there is a flag in the backfield. You're right. Boy, right now, Hilltoppers just going backwards.
Holding on the Hilltoppers
Holding on Onalaska.
Declined.
So that's going to force a fourth down. And 8 yards to go. And I think they're going for it here.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, especially with the special teams woes that they've had tonight.
They're not going to take any chance. I mean, Nick Peak is pretty accurate, but I don't think, I think you got to go for it here. In this realm of the field, the 20-yard line, 4th and 8. Let's see what they do with it. Larson throws, pass was tipped, incomplete.
And the fourth down pass is batted away.
JT Seagraves with the big 6'6" frame got the hand up. And the Cheesemakers
Seagraves getting his
forced a turnover on downs.
That's
a 24 left.
Heck of a play by Seagraves to get his hand in there. Larson had his man on the outside wide open, too. Timing was right there.
So now Monroe, if they can put together one of their big, long, drawn-out running drives, they can pretty much seal the deal. Question is, can they do it? How hungry is the defense? Get this ball back. Running play up the middle goes nowhere. See, they're hungry enough to make Rodabaugh go nowhere.
Yeah, that was a pretty good penetration, maybe the best we've seen tonight so far from Onalaska.
To the 20.
How much do these boys want it? They want it a lot. Let's see it now.
The 23.
They definitely wanted it last week against Holman. You could see it on the field.
In the 20s.
Bring some of that intensity now on this drive.
Second down.
This Monroe
and
team
8.
is not your typical 7, that's for sure.
No.
Not based on what I've been watching tonight. Now, I didn't follow this team all season long. I looked at the matchups, and we thought, hey, there's some things here that I wonder how it's going to turn out. But their running game has been masterful tonight, and the Hilltoppers right now are stopping Rodabaugh.
Defensive line of the
if they run play
Hilltoppers.
Action, does the secondary react properly? Because they
that's
have
the
had
question.
issues. They've had issues in coverage
Zumach
tonight.
on the play.
Honestly, man, if you stop the run, you should have them.
So it's now third down and 6.
But that's the question.
Yep.
I mean, is it going to be? I'm thinking it's going to be something passing to Matley or Bansley to the outside, out of the backfield.
Yep.
That's my guess. 3rd and 5. And it's Bansley. He makes a cut. Got to make the tackle. Hilltoppers were there,
First
but
down.
Did they get the first down?
They got it on that second effort.
Nick Bansley. First down.
They get it on the ground.
Cheesemakers. Ball on the 31.
Wow.
Up to the 31. It was close, but they got it. Damian Tracy was there, one of the tacklers, but boy, just that little extra move by Bansley got him that first down.
Lubinski was right in the area, and he got a stick on him too, but he just couldn't push him back.
A lot of movement. And another couple yards.
Yeah, Rodabaugh pretty much is your inside horse. That's what you're going to see here.
Bansley.
Gino
for a gain of
Angelini
2.
Involved in the area of the stop. Him and Damian Tracy running the middle.
Ball on the 33.
Uderman and Haggerty to the outside.
Holman up 36-10 now on Watertown.
That was expected.
Yes.
The Holman Vikings seem to have punched their ticket to level 2. We've got a battle going on here. 8:40 left in the fourth quarter. Monroe with the football, second down, 8 yards to go. Looked like a bit of a fake there, and it'll be Rodabaugh again for another 3 yards.
Tackled by Luck.
Great play by Luck, coming in and just making a sure-handed tackle that time on Rodabaugh, who really couldn't get his feet under him
37-yard
that time.
line.
Third down and
a
4. Long 4 here for the Cheesemakers.
It's a big third down here for the Hilltoppers. They got to stop them at some point.
Again, you look at Bansley in this situation. I don't think they're going to try to use that trap again, but you never know.
Right. Just when you think you got them figured out, they throw something different at you.
That's right. That's how it's been. Ball control. This will be Matley. And he's not going to get it. He'll be pushed backwards, and it'll be a fourth down decision.
Tyler Matley.
4th and 2.
Gain of
Do
3.
you play it safe here or do you punt?
Fourth down
the punt
and
unit
1.
is coming out here, but that doesn't mean anything.
Got to play it safe here.
Because Trevor Rodabaugh is the punter. The Rodabaugh decides he wants to run with it.
very true.
I'd be ready for it if I'm the Hilltoppers.
Who's the up back, too? Nope, it's a bunch of bigger linemen, so.
Big special teams play here. 4th and 2, and there's Rodabah. He does kind of drop kick it.
Stay away from it, Cody.
And Cody skipped and lets it roll to the 20. That's where the Hilltoppers will have the football with
Rodabah's
6:59
down at the
left here in the 4th quarter.
Onalaska.
Big third down stand there by Onalaska. Now they got to score. They want to get back into this one for sure.
Whew.
Man, Monroe
this
is
one's coming down the wire, Scotty.
Yeah, Monroe's done a great job tonight. They have controlled the line of scrimmage.
Want to wish a happy birthday to Larry Hogum and thank Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service at your disposal since 1984.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Happy birthday, Larry. Here's Lubinski, shredding tackles, bouncing off another one. Lubinski hip hops, then he moves to the left side. Oh, Nathan Lubinski, keep going, young man, rumble. And a big pickup into Monroe territory across the 35-yard line.
36 of
I never knew.
Say 36.
I never knew what hip hop was until I was a teenager. That was the physical description of hip hop. You don't stop, pop, pop. And then, man, I tell you what, that spin move was electric. Lubinski, that was probably one of the best runs of the season.
Maybe the play of the day?
Last week he was the hovercraft play of the week, and this time I think that one with
or
those moves.
Or the lucky catch by Luck. I mean, those are two good contenders.
No doubt about it. Let's see what they can do with this drive now after a great run by Lubinski. He has the ball again.
Lubinski.
Not as much this time.
Tackle to Dusty Goff.
I also should say hi to Larry Hogum's family watching in
2.
Washington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're watching.
Wow.
They're watching tonight, folks. You got a good one to watch tonight. See if the Hilltoppers can pull it out. And that's going to be tipped.
Wow.
And luckily not intercepted.
You know,
3rd and 7.
Grayson Thogmartin has played well since he's been inserted into that starting lineup, but he's had a tough go of it
3rd
tonight.
down, 8 yards to go.
Yeah, he's had a battle. 3rd and 7, 6:11 left, 4th quarter. Hilltoppers look to the sidelines. What's the answer? What's the play? Sires directing that offense. Luck trades to the right side. Larson has a blocker in front. That's Lubinski. Throws right. And it's incomplete.
Intercepted.
Oh, it's intercepted. No, let's see. You got a flag. Got a flag, though.
Here.
Let's see what the flag is.
Defensive holding on
Penalty
Monroe.
flag.
Waiting for the officials on this one, folks.
Holding on Onalaska.
Holding on Onalaska. Did he intercept it? Or was it incomplete?
No, Bansley caught it.
Okay.
Pass was intercepted by Bansley.
Interception, and Bansley gets the pick.
1st and 10.
We talked about it. Bansley very good in
Cheesemakers.
coverage that time, and that was an overthrown ball by Larson. He was looking for Olsen in the flat, and that time it just went over his head.
Little off target. 1st and 10 now for the Cheesemakers at their own 19-yard line, up 31-24. Gonna have to stop the run again.
Yep.
And it'll be that Rodabah push, and he still gets up across the first down marker.
And the
push
offensive
of that
line
offensive
pushed
line
the pile
just
for a 1st down.
dominated up there.
And an offensive
Ball on the
line that's
30.
probably outweighed, I would say on average, about 60 to 80
Well, they
pounds.
lost Gruber at the beginning of the game. But you can see
it's just technique.
Bodie Minder and Dusty Guff just pushing through. The big pile came rumbling up ahead. It's like a Buffalo Stampede.
Yeah, it's a pretty good comparison right there. Yeah, someone's got to step up and make a play here for Onalaska if they want to try and at least tie this football game at this point. Their season is on the line here.
1st and 10, Cheesemakers. And it'll be Bansley with carry up
Nick
to the
Bansley.
39. Give him 8.
Great
Gain
pulling
of
block by
7.
Bodie
Second
Binder
down
that
and 3.
time. Number
Ball
61.
on the 38.
Change not a lot of personnel here on this offensive set.
No.
And not in any hurry to run plays.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I'm Monroe. Just let that clock churn.
Second and a couple. And a first down and more. Almost up right near the 50, but
Rodabar.
the 49-yard line.
First down. Ball on the 47.
And they gave him a not as generous spot as where he ended up, but
nonetheless, still a pretty good run, Rick. And man, you gotta find a way to slow this down. I know it's late in the game, but now's the time to figure it out if you're gonna do it.
47-yard line's where they got it situated. And a 1st and 10 here for Monroe. And Matley.
Good tackle that
hit
time.
right at the 50.
Tyler Matley.
Haggerty that time.
Vault was also there.
Gain of 3.
It's peanut punch time.
Second down and 7 at the 50.
Yeah, that would be great.
You've got to try to punch that football out. That's got to be on everyone's mind. You've got to get that football back.
I just find it incredible that he went from peanut punch to the FBI.
Is that where
he's an FBI
Charles
agent
Tillman
now.
is nowadays?
He's an
Okay.
FBI agent.
Well, I'd be afraid of if I was a
would
criminal.
be too. Nice
and
play.
trouble there and hit the backfield. That Uterman there?
Yep.
Jacob
Timeout,
Uterman
Onalaska.
and the Golumbewski in the backfield. And
Golembeski
3:28
with the
remains
carry
here in the
and
fourth
tackled
quarter.
behind the line of scrimmage by Zumach.
So that's going to be a 3rd and
And
9 now for the
Onalaska timeout, their
Cheesemakers.
first of
This
the
one's going down to the
second
wire,
half.
Scotty.
It
Third
is.
down
If they can
and 9
stop the
for the
Cheesemakers
Cheesemakers.
in this sequence, they have the offense to get it done.
And they've had a couple of opportunities in the second half on the fumble, on the last stop. I mean, they drove down the field, throw an interception. I mean, Onalaska's had a chance to, get in the end zone a couple times here, and just some miscues. I mean, a lot of penalties tonight for the Hilltoppers, too, in key situations. But, all that being said, they're still in this football game, and they can still tie it here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. The opportunity is available. Got to make a play here defensively, get the football back, and then be smart with how you drive. Hilltopper fans cheering their boys on D. Monroe fans cheering their boys on O. Playoff football. There's no tomorrow if you don't win the football game in terms of your season. Big play here. Bansley trying to get to the outside. Stiff arm, hit, and he's out. And that will take care of that. Great defense by the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Yeah, awesome play by David Luck to start.
And he wants a timeout. Does
Tackled behind the line for another negative
I
game.
thought Yash was calling for a timeout.
He did.
And they weren't looking at him. He was like
And
aggressively
Onalaska
coming
called
after
their
the
second
official.
timeout of the second half. 4th down
So
and
3:15 left on the clock. Great defensive play
Great
right
pursuit.
there. 3-yard loss on the play.
Yep, and very good by Luck to kind of read that play and lead the charge, and Pika to clean that up on the end. And, now this is going to be a huge opportunity here for the Hilltoppers. Got to be careful, though. Like you said, you got Rodabaugh back there as the punter, and kind of made a little bit of a gesture on the last one that he might go with it. I don't know if they do it in this situation, but you never know.
I think they want to make the Hilltoppers have to stretch the field.
I would as well.
I mean, they have seen
That
what,
is the smart play.
what the Hilltoppers are capable of in the passing game.
That's a smart play.
Well, we've got a brief pause. Like to thank BA Burrito Company, delivered to your door with the Eat Street and DoorDash
And the
app.
booth.
And the booth. Thanks to Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. And Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success
Fourth
starts right
down
here.
and
Here we go,
12.
fourth down in a punt situation. Rodovaz back. Cody Skifton at the 21. Rodovaz kick is up high. Cody's going to let it bounce. And it'll sit in the solid ground
And
at the
the
21.
ball is down at the 21 of Onalaska.
The night getting crispier and crispier.
That's a good way to put it.
You know why I think of yeah, you getting crispy down there, Lisa?
Well, I've just started to lose feeling. So it may very well be crispy, but my toes and fingers are numb.
What gets crispy is my equipment when I'm outside in the cold like that.
I will say, keep an eye on Caleb Yang, number 52. He's been on the sidelines quite a while, grabbing his right ribs, and he is really struggling. So I'm not sure what kind of a performance he's going to be able to give on the offensive line, but we'll hope he can make it through the rest of the game.
Complete.
They blew the whistle. Hudson Weber ended up getting loose after the catch, but he will pick up 5,
Tackled
maybe
at the
6 on the
27.
play. So it'll be
Second down and
second
5.
and 4 here for the Hilltoppers. They got to get back up to the line of scrimmage. Clock ticking, 2:43 and counting. This is the drive of their life to try to stay in this football game. Larson in the pocket, looking. Oh, deep ball down the left side. Hudson Weber through his fingers. Oh, my, it was there. The coverage was decent, but it was in his hands. Connor Allen was on his tail.
Yeah, and the coverage was beat. They had 2 guys on him, but another great throw by Larson just off the fingertips of Weber, who's usually pretty sure-handed.
Third down and 5.
So 3rd and 4 now for the Hilltoppers. They have got to pick up a first down, keep this ball rolling. There is no not going for it at this stage of the game. 2:31 left. Larson, good protection. The throw, complete at the sideline. Hudson Weber makes the catch. First down, Hilltoppers.
And great job.
First down,
Great
Hilltoppers.
job getting out of bounds by Weber. Get them feet down, get out of bounds, get to the line.
Allen.
Gives you a little bit more time to really think about what you want to do here.
38.
You got a timeout?
Yeah, I think Monroe's going to take one this time.
That's a good timeout.
Their second.
Toby
Of the second half.
Kolomuski and his staff have to be very proud of their team here for tonight. Cheesemakers
There's
have
no doubt
done a fantastic job in this game.
Now they're going to talk things over, and they know the Hilltoppers have a passing game. And Hudson Weber has really been inducted tonight. He's been the top target, along with Hank Olson. Landon Peterson, he had that big catch to start things out, but since then, Bansley's done a pretty good job on it.
They're rotating safeties that way, and they should. I mean, the respect is there. Peterson's been doing it all year, and I mean, he's just speed to burn. I mean, you gotta get it. You gotta have help for a guy that can break coverage as quickly as Peterson can.
Our thanks to Howie's, Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, the Crow, American Gastro Pub and Bourbon Bar, Lacrosse. Also thanks to Big Al's Pizza, Lacrosse's original.
Sparta's season is over as Reedsburg advances 37-7.
Wow, that's a dominating victory for Reedsburg against
shocked by
Sparta.
that.
I did not guess that happening. I missed that one. Larson pumped to his right, looking, plenty of time, throws over the middle, catch by Landon Peterson, and he's down. First down,
Peterson.
that'll stop the clock till they get the chains into position.
Territory to the
Great
47.
catch by Peterson. That ball was behind him. He had to reach back and grab it.
Good catch, Lando. Here we go. 2:17. Clock starts to roll again. Hilltoppers with their backs against the wall, down by 7. Oh, drop by Larson. He'll get it, pick it up, throw. Hits. Oh, it's incomplete. He was looking
for Weber.
for Hudson
Incomplete.
Weber to the left side.
Second down and 10.
Good throw. Well placed by Larson.
Well, the ball came out, and he had to pick it back up. He had the poise. It didn't look like it phased him in any way.
Yeah, Bunker that time overran the play. He had a good beat on Larson, but he just overran it.
Second and 10. Hilltoppers with 2:05 left on the clock. Old Glory whipping up just a little bit with the wind behind Larson's back. He'll throw near sideline. Catch by Hudson Weber.
Complete.
And does
To
he get out of
Hudson
bounds? He does. 2 minutes
And
remain.
out of bounds.
And a first down
Ball
again for
on
the Hilltoppers.
34.
See if the
First and
clock
10.
starts running or not. Whether he got out of bounds. It looked like he did. Ball now at the 34.
Sorry, Rick. Holman advances 36-10 over Watertown.
Congratulations to the Holman Vikings as they'll move to level 2. So he was out of bounds. 2 minutes remain. Clock stopped till it starts here on the snap. And Larson pumps, throws, has a receiver. It's complete to Hudson Weber.
Hudson Weber, touchdown!
34
Hilltoppers
yards. A
from
bullet
Larson.
right in the gut. And he just walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Now special teams come up large.
Hudson
they
Weber
have to come up large.
Throwing on a belt like he's playing laser tag, because that was a rocket by Larson. A laser zip and a touchdown at the end. That was a beautiful throw.
Is that the sound a laser makes?
Well, it makes different sounds back in the 80s.
Okay.
However, some people might forget that.
34-yard touchdown from Larson
what
to Weber.
A bullet. Now let's see what we do here with the conversion. 0 success so far tonight.
It wasn't a zip and a skidoo. It was just a zip.
Okay. All right.
It was a great throw.
Each team has 1 timeout. Got to get the play in. Don't want to have to back up if you're going for 2.
They are going to go for 2. That's kind of interesting here.
Oh, my goodness. They'd be down by 1 and give the football back. They are going for 2. This is the biggest play of the season. Unbelievable. They're going for 2, people. Here we go. Everyone is on their feet. This is the ball game. 1:53 left on the clock. Lubinsky in the backfield. Are they trying to draw him off sides?
Timeout, Monroe.
Monroe takes
Monroe
the
calls
timeout.
timeout.
It's a little bit of
Their
chicken going on
last
right
of the
there
second
between the
half.
coaching staffs. Monroe takes their last timeout. Oh, folks, this one is one that you just have to hang on for.
Man,
Woo.
It's a heck of a football game.
Unbelievable. I was shocked that they were going to try for 2 and not just go to tie this game. But maybe they're still going to go for 2. I don't know.
Well, I haven't seen Foss and or Pika come out here. It looks like they're going to stick to their guns, Rick.
Want to thank Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Also, Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. And thanks to Mario's Italian Beef and Hot Dogs, the real deal taste of Chicago. Scotty's been keeping you up to date with who's moving on to level 2.
Bangor did.
Bangor did.
Yeah,
I figured they did.
Yep. Smoking helmet, 40-0.
Going for it. Going for the 2-point conversion. Love's in the backfield. Hank Olson split to the left. Peterson to the right. Larson taps. David Luck moves back into the pocket. And the pitch. Dolbinski. He dives forward. Ball comes loose. Picked up by Hank Olson.
And
they're going to come up short. Monroe
no good.
will hold them short with 1:53 left and only 1 timeout remaining.
There's a score with 1:53
Great
to go.
penetration by Monroe's defense that time.
Monroe 31,
Lubinsky did not
30.
have the edge.
So now it's all about an onside kick, folks. That's what it comes down to. Can they pull off the onside kick? Not enough timeouts to be able to get the ball back. Have to get it with a onside kick.
Yeah, with the special teams concerns tonight, that would be a huge, I guess you could say, turn of events if they can make something happen here.
Coach Yashinsky and other coaches, too, on the sideline were just believing in their offense. Just execute. Play the game. They were playing to win, not to tie.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get the onside kick. It's still possible.
Well, and Monroe's out of timeouts. So if they can, even if they don't onside and they can hold them, maybe they can get the ball back.
Yeah.
I think we've got 1 timeout left, so we'll see what happens.
It's not a lot of time.
I know, but I'm trying to be, optimistic.
Okay.
That's what I do. I'm rooting for the underdog.
Well, so am I. We're all on the same team here. Just being realistic.
I know.
Let's see if they can get it.
They got to start selling Rolaids at concession. I can't take this.
Yeah. Oh, boy. It is quiet here right now.
Yeah, it is.
The players don't even seem like they are concerned. Like, they're just like, okay, we got this. No problem. I'm glad I'm not a player because I wouldn't feel like that.
No, it'd be tough. All right, here we go. Nick Pica rides on his shoulders with his kick. Pica, onside kick, high bounce. Can it bounce the right way? Does it go 10 yards? Oh, it bounced off Michael Savard and out of bounds.
And the onside kick attempt goes out of bounds.
Didn't go 10 yards.
Special teams been the story of this
travel
football game.
10 yards.
Didn't go 10 yards.
Well, now you got to hope that you can stop Monroe
the
here.
Cheesemakers will
see if you get the ball back one more time.
the kick going out of
Not
bounds
a lot
there
of time,
rather
like
than
you
the
said,
penalty.
Rick. Only 1:53 left in this ball game.
Take it at the Hilltoppers 48.
Need a big play here from this defense.
Well, right now, just got to focus on getting the football back. Not going to talk about seniors or any of that stuff. So this one's officially over because you never know what can happen. Bad snap, fumble, anything. And Rodabaugh, of course, got to punch that football and get it out. Gets out across the 45 to the 44.
Luck's got to be careful here. I know he gets amped up, but
he does.
Timeout on Alaska, their last of the second half.
Last timeout taken there by
4
the
yard
Onalaska
gain.
Hilltoppers.
Second down and 6.
1:48 sits on the clock. 31-30. Hilltoppers tried the 2-point conversion and came up just short.
I guess, the question that looms is, understandably so, special teams has been a concern, but why not take the extra point, tie the game, and then see if you can stop them and get into overtime with an offense as explosive as Onalaska's?
It's not up to us to decide
Correct.
what.
It's just a thought.
When we coach our Madden teams, we can do that,
Sure.
and we're going to make our choices. Obviously, one can second guess it.
Yep.
But if they get in for 2 points, it's the call of the day.
Darn right.
And that's what coaching
All
is.
right, second down, 6
you
yards
take your
to go
risk
for
when
the
you want to take
This
them.
team has
Cheesemakers.
been really good in that area all year, so percentages are good. It just didn't happen that time.
Second down, 6 yards to go here for the Cheesemakers. No more timeouts for the Hilltoppers. Look at David Luck, blows out of a cannon and absolutely
Tackled behind the
throttles
line
Matley
by
behind the
Luck.
line of scrimmage.
That was a big play right there.
Matley with the carry.
Clock will continue to tick, and the Cheesemakers
6
will
yard
take
loss, ball on
as
the
much
49.
time as they can.
Third down and 11.
In fact, it wouldn't even shock me if they maybe wouldn't even take a penalty. We'll see. They get the play up there at the very last second. Clock at 1:16. You can just count yourself after that. 1 second intervals. 1:05 left. Run up the middle. Hilltoppers need to bring them down. The clock continues to run as the player's up.
Yeah, you got to blow the whistle.
Gets to the
and stop
45. Fourth down and 7.
So they might be left with seconds.
Yeah.
For one play, maybe. I don't believe that I think the Cheesemakers probably just take as much time and then do they even run a play? $20 seconds and under now. Doesn't look like they're intent on running a play. They get the penalty.
Delay game on the Cheesemakers.
That's what I thought.
The
Do you even
5-yard
run a
penalty
play?
if
Do you
the
risk
Hilltoppers accept it.
losing the football?
No, just take it 5 yards back, take your penalty, punt the football away, make Onalaska go down the field and score.
And they do.
And really, after a special teams play,
Remains
you're
fourth
going to
down.
only have one play.
Right.
Ball now on the
And you-
50.
I mean, you're basically lateraling down the field.
Yes.
Most likely. Right?
Well, this team can go deep. We'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened
I
in
know.
football.
Stranger things.
Max protect. Good call.
Rode a ball with a kick. Gives it a ride. Jess Ondell receives it at the 10. Jess Ondell cutting to the right side. 6 seconds left, and he's tackled at the 20.
Ondell with the return.
3.7 seconds left on the clock.
Tackled
One
at
play.
the 20-yard line.
Down 31-30. 3.7.
First
One
and
play
10.
left. And the alignment is lateral, lateral, lateral down the field.
Yeah, I'm interested to see
Now we'll
what
see.
kind of lineup they got here. They got all their threats out there.
They've got Peterson. They've got Skemp. They've got Weber. Just one back in the backfield. Here we go. Larson in the pocket. Plenty of time. Everyone's deep. Larson throws. Hudson Weber now. Now it's the lateral time. They're going to throw it backwards. That goes back to Larson. He loses the football. Picked up there by Sabrin. Sabrin will get to the house. Oh, he runs over a blocker. Stays on his feet for a moment. That ball's punched loose. Still not dead. Comes back to Larson. Larson then shoveled it back to,
oh my God,
Hank Olson. Then Olson pushes it back to Lubinsky. Shoveled back to Landon Peterson. It's like rugby, folks. Out to the outside. Here's Austin Larson. Larson shovels it back one more time. Finally going to be covered by Monroe. And it's over. Congratulations. Monroe Cheesemakers have defeated the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
All right, the clock reads
the final
0. There's
score
a
of
flag on the
31-30.
field.
There is a flag
And
on
it
the
was
field.
on the Hilltoppers.
Yes, it was during
Meaning
a
that's the game.
transaction of laterals and
Your final score.
such. And boy,
Monroe
I tell you, this is a
31, Onalaska 30.
great moment that was
Congratulations.
great for Monroe
Cheesemakers.
Cheesemakers and a tough one to swallow for us Onalaska Hilltoppers. What a great season, winning the MVC, hosting the 7th seed in the first round of the playoffs. And then it's the Monroe Cheesemakers in their ground game and a couple surprises that took the Hilltoppers by surprise, and they were able to win this game. It's tough for the seniors that have done so much for this football team, and Austin Larson, Jacob Volk, Nathan Lubinsky, Hank Olson. That's just to name some of them. Nick Pika. Guys that have just been working their butts off.
Yeah.
And what goes into practicing and preparing and all the stuff that goes into football. Not that other sports don't have it, but it's a grind.
It
In
really
the summer
feels,
months.
to me, this is very similar, to a senior year that we experienced where we won the conference title the year before and everybody picked us to go to state, and we just we couldn't do it. We just had too many injuries and things like that. And for these guys, they got the Holman monkey off their back. They won the MVC conference title. They looked like they were going to be a team to beat in this bracket. And tonight they run into a well-coached, well-prepared, controlling the line of scrimmage and ground game Monroe Cheesemakers, and this is the playoffs. This is what happens, folks.
Safe travels to Monroe, a long trip back this
See if
evening.
Lisa's going to talk with the coach here. We're going to keep it right here, send it down to Lisa. Lisa, take it away.
Thanks, Rick. Coach, score obviously wasn't what you had wanted it to be at the end. Talk to me about the decision to go for 2 instead of the field after point.
We had 2 blocked already and just couldn't. It's a really it's a tough decision. We want to try and win the game. We'd already had 2 blocked and a fake that didn't go our way. I mean, we were trying to win the game. It was just I didn't have faith in kicking it there with the protection we had shown the first 2 that we had.
Got to be impressed with the offense and how they kept answering back to Monroe. Tell me about how you feel that your offense did.
They kept fighting. It's good effort. Came up short a couple times down here that we wish we would have punched it in. And they're 1 point better than us tonight.
Yeah, Monroe played exceptionally well. We always know that the seedings don't count, but talk to me about what you thought about how they played.
They're a good team. I mean, they've beat some really good teams this year, and hats off to them. They play hard. They run an offense that's obviously hard to defend, and they had our number tonight.
Well, I'll let you take the night off, and you'll start the season next year. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Coach. Obviously not the way that things wanted to turn out here I'm quite sure we're not going to get a player or anything
Nope.
to come and chat with us. Obviously, quite a few tears down here. Hank Olson quite emotional. Caleb Yang had to be helped off the field by the trainer, clutching his ribs, and tears clearly. So the disappointment is here. You've just got to give it to Monroe. They came and they played a very well executed game, and I think that returning players are going to look at this and they're going to learn and they'll grow, and we'll just have to see what next season holds, and we'll have to applaud Monroe and maybe root for them for the rest of the playoffs. We'll have to congratulate the winners from this region tonight, and we'll just keep plugging away. Unfortunately, just wasn't our night tonight.
Lisa, well said. We're going to take a quick break, be back with our post-game show. Again, the final score, the Monroe Cheesemakers advance to level 2. They defeat the Onalaska Hilltoppers 31-30. That's your final. We'll be back with our final words, the BA Play of the Day, the Enhanced Driving Institute Drive of the Game, and a few other tidbits coming up next here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers difference.
Hi, we're the Cheesemakers family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their #1 priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
The CRSN BA Burrito Company postgame show and BA Play of the Day. Here's Rik, Scotty, and Lisa.
Welcome to the BA Burrito postgame show. Rik, Scotty, and yes, Lisa, and Mike Rood, because he has the stats. And obviously, Onalaska fans, you don't like the outcome. Monroe fans, you love the outcome. And that's why they play the game. 7 seeds and 2 seeds. You just never know what might happen. There's a lot of things you could double think, and maybe you want to change. Some you don't, but let's look at the numbers, Scotty. Feed them to us, courtesy of Mike Rood.
All right, Austin Larson, 20 for 34, 390, 3 touchdowns in the pick in the fourth quarter. Ben Wittenberg actually leading the team in rushing, 67 yards on 9 attempts, a 7.4 clip. Lebinski, 10 carries, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, however. Hudson Weber.
Maybe you have them mixed up, because I don't think that's right.
Ben Wittenberg, it says here, is the, all right. It is what it is. All right, Hudson Weber, seven catches, 168, 2 touchdowns. Landon Peterson, 3 catches, 105, and a touchdown. Hank Olson, 5 catches, 63 yards. Savrin, 2 for 23. And if you look at the offensive numbers, Onalaska did outgain Monroe in total yardage in this football game. Let's see, for Monroe, Golembuski, 6 for 7, 107 and 2 touchdowns. Rodebaugh, 27 carries, 146 yards, 5.4 clip. Bansley, though, out of nowhere, 17 carries, 106, and 2 touchdowns tonight for Monroe. And, of course, JT Seagraves, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns tonight.
See, he's talking to their local radio station that's here.
Yeah.
Big 6'6", number 84.
Yeah.
He had a big game. He had a big sack, too. He did. Austin Larson on a sack. And
couple
I think
balls.
The stat was a 44-yard run that Lebinski's supposed to have credit for, so those numbers are just off of the totals. But nonetheless, we appreciate you bringing those numbers
Mike.
up to us. You want to give the last of the scores, or are you done with that?
Well, let me see here. GET advances to round 2, 48-18. Melman is out. River Ridge won 47-0 over DeSoto, so DeSoto's season is over. And Bangor advances, of course, in Division 7. Holman beating Watertown to advance to level 2, 36-10. And and Sparta's season is over too, 37-7 as Reedsburg takes them out. A lot of area victories tonight, though, Rick. Here, Blair Taylor won. They're in Bangor's bracket. They're on a collision course, 35-14 over Augusta.
All right, there you go. Scores from Scotty. Lisa, you have something?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I don't have a final, but Aquinas was winning just a few minutes ago with about 3 minutes left, and that'll be their first playoff victory in 12 years.
Oh, wow. That is big. I don't
have a final, but 3 minutes left and leading.
If they can pull it out, that would be a great story. That would be something to be
and not with their
about.
starting quarterback.
All right, just a correction on the Nathan Lebinski numbers. 11 for 102, 44-yard long run, 2 touchdowns. Ben Wittenberg, 8 for 23, as long as a 6. Thank you very much, Mike. See, we make correct. It was just how it was entered. Operator error. I had that earlier. It happens to me all the time. All right, so we need our BA play of the day and our Enhanced Driving Institute drive of the game.
The play of the game, I think the Hudson Weber 83-yard touchdown where that bomb was perfect, floated in his hands, but the moves he made after the catch to get into the end zone, making 2 guys miss, getting into the end zone, that was an electric play by Hudson Weber. The Lebinski run was awesome as well, but if you look at just the effort that both guys had, I would say, Weber's run was impressive. He had a big night tonight.
He did. Drive of the game, do we have one?
The third quarter, Onalaska starts running the football, getting their offense in a little bit, throwing in a little bit of pass, and then Lebinski caps it off with a touchdown at the end, 1-yard plunge.
Okay. With the lucky catch? Wasn't that in that drive?
No, that one was later in the game.
I think tomorrow on the social networks I'll share you the highlights of the game. Some will want to see them, some will not, knowing the results already. Obviously, we didn't like the outcome of the game. It is truly amazing, and Mike Rood was saying it, that you could not get called for holding it all during a game, but
We did win in penalties.
Yeah, there was a lot of penalties from Onalaska tonight.
But
Quite a bit.
No holding calls, though, with all the running plays. How often do you see that?
That doesn't happen very often.
I mean, it's a combination of really good coaching, really good work by the offensive line.
That technique was
and
impressive.
Maybe some missed calls.
Yeah,
I'd have to watch it back. I don't have the best view.
I would too.
But
because this defense was pretty outstanding all season long, and this was the first buzzsaw they ran into where they couldn't stop the run.
Yeah, it was by far Onalaska's worst defensive showing all season.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
And I think that, Lisa, you hit the nail on the head on that one. I didn't feel the intensity as much as I felt last week.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like they thought they were going to take this one. Just throwing it out there. I don't want to say that because it didn't feel like last week.
How does JT Seagraves not have one touchdown catch and has two today?
The secondary did not play up to par.
And 2 blocked extra points and 2 tip passes. I mean, he was crazy good.
Yeah. It felt off.
Just trying.
It was so
I feel
quiet.
I feel like I've been hit by a big punch.
Me too.
Gut punch.
Yeah, I thought for sure
All of
that
us.
this was going to be.
I'm sure there are some people watching right now, and they're going, "Oh, you Onalaska homers, you got punched in the face." Well, you know what? The boys fought out there. They went down to the end, and they lost
hard.
tonight.
Played hard.
8-1, you win your conference. You beat your arch rival. You lose to a 7 seed. It sucks.
We didn't really necessarily agree with the seeding either. If you want to talk about that, we
tough
really felt Monroe was better than a 7 seed.
Not going to whine. They won tonight. Monroe deserved it.
They outplayed it.
Absolutely.
Us,
they did.
Onalaska. Yep.
Yes, they did.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and I don't want to shade them, and I don't want to take anything away from their victory because they played incredible. I would not be surprised to see them win at the next level, at level 2.
No, they most likely play Stoughton, wouldn't they? If it was level 2. I'm pretty sure that would be the next matchup, if I'm correct.
I have it all set up for you here. The winner plays Stoughton.
Yep.
And so Monroe will go to Stoughton.
Yeah, Stoughton dominated them 34-13 earlier in the season. But, again, could be a different Monroe team than what they played before.
Yeah, you had said later in the season they started to turn some things around.
They did.
Reedsburg goes to DeForest.
Yeah, DeForest is going to destroy Reedsburg.
Yes.
That won't even be close.
Yeah. They destroyed Sparta. Reedsburg destroyed
I'm
Sparta.
telling you, DeForest is on a different level.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But you can't underestimate the underdog. Who knows? Maybe Stoughton will feel like, we beat them once. It's not a big deal. And Monroe comes in and plays.
Look at Sparta last year. You can catch lightning in a bottle, and you can just go. And Monroe might be that team this year. You never know.
That just makes Onalaska.
I thought their fans that sat in front of us throughout the game were super people.
They were great.
I mean.
They traveled very well. The student section was here. They were loud, regardless of
respect. I mean, you go to West Salem, the principal yells at you. Fans are fighting because you're sitting in the bleachers because you don't have a press box.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be quiet. My mom always just said, if you don't have nice things
the end of the season, I'm
to
going to vent.
Yeah, well, he was very not like any other administrator.
No, the activities director was a super nice guy. He's new there. I didn't realize I had to fill him in on everything we do.
Jeff's got the hat on there. Look at that.
Are
you saying you
want
Jeff?
You want our broadcast? This is where Jeff tries to censor me because he doesn't want me to say anything more.
We should bring Jeff in here and let him talk sometime.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff, you should come in here and talk.
People are moving on to the John Papadopoulos show. They're going to get the highlights.
Yeah, he's calling me
recaps
actually
of
here,
all the
so
games.
I should probably see what's going on.
I should answer it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap it up. I do want to say thanks to all the families and sponsors for helping us with getting the playoff game on. Can't do it without you. This has been my favorite high school football broadcast experience this year over all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Great families, great fun.
I'm gonna cry.
All right, group hug.
Bye-bye.
Let's thank our sponsors. Thanks to Jeff Ross on camera. Thank you on the sidelines, Lisa, for braving the cold, and Scotty Grant, as always, for the color commentary. I'm Rik Frankie.
Burrito.
Good night.
We hope you enjoyed CRSN's coverage of Onalaska Hilltoppers playoff football, presented to you by Lindy's Subs and Salads, fast, free delivery in La Crosse and Onalaska. Walmart Onalaska, save money, live better, and download the app to try the free online pickup. River of Life Church, find out more at goriver.org. the Lubinsky family, go Onalaska Hilltoppers, and by King Street Kitchen, 141 South 7th Street in La Crosse. High school football playoffs on CRSN has also been brought to you by Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance in Onalaska, there when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, discover the difference. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Also by Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. BA Burrito Company, burrito artistry, 2 words you don't see together often, but at BA, they're words to live by. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Howie's, La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. The Crow, American Gastro Pub and Bourbon Bar, La Crosse. Big Al's Pizza, La Crosse's original. Also by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante, you're invited to taste the difference. Mario's Italian Beef and Hot Dogs, the real deal taste of Chicago. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL Hockey, the fastest game in town. Onalaska Parks and Recreation, cityofonalaska.com. Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club, become a member today at AnaBoosters.com. And by Radio 1 Music DJ Service for your wedding or any party at Radio1Music.us. To see highlights, stories, and more, like Coulee Region Sports Network on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at CR Sports Network. Check out our website, CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com. Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.